the. All right. Oop, I need to check out to make sure everything's working correctly. Someone say something real quickly for me, please, so I can see that's actually working correctly for the audio.
Checking.
No, it's
Boom.
good.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right. Okay. All right. My sign to talk slow, stupid. All right. So, everyone, welcome back to today's game, session 3 of the official campaign. So, with that being said, how about, as always, as tradition for my games are going to be had, I need one of you individuals to please give me a recap of what you recall, what you remember, what happened, what events transpired. What did we do last game, 2 weeks ago? Someone, please take it away. Who took notes?
Okay. So, from what I remember, after getting into the escape pods, we hid in an asteroid field for a while. Then we decided best course of action, since there was not enough fuel to get to the planet that was nearest, is to head back to the station and take a ship. Unfortunately for us, we did all that. We got to the station, and then we realized, oh, we faced off against a probe droid, and then we realized there was a malevolent presence around us. I think only Cade. Cade was the only one that saw, right?
I was the only one that didn't get feared.
We
Oh
we
yeah.
all saw it because they came out and
Oh
to
yeah.
the docking
The
platform.
hangar. Yeah.
So yeah, they were trying to pull the ship back.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
then
ripped off our bumper, man.
yeah. And now we have to go to, I forgot the planet's name.
Oh, I just chose a random one. I chose Lock.
Lock.
Yep.
Yeah,
Of
because
all
that was the
locations.
closest one. Because our hyperdrive is broken and we can't travel far.
Okay,
That's
fantastic.
the general summary.
That
I
is
don't know if
thank you.
anyone
Anyone
little
else have anything
details
to add
to
in?
Cade holocron.
Yeah, we picked up a new NPC to add to our menagerie.
Yeah, we rolled
I
some pretty
believe he
good
was.
medicine checks on him too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll save that guy.
You did save that guy.
I do like that
I was like,
Takar
he was gonna
merciful.
die. I was like, he's gonna get sucked out of a window into space and die. You're wasting your time. Above all, but you did it.
Maybe important.
Now, when we
Maybe
starve
not.
because we run out of food because we're feeding a small army, I'm blaming you guys.
I mean, maybe he's a pilot, so who knows? Maybe Cade will
I hope.
be a better
Who
vacation.
who knows?
Well, Renzi probably leaves with Crotone when he gets written
Most
out.
likely, since she was with
Yeah.
him for that arc.
Hmm.
But there'll be opportunities to get other companions that will help out and do things. But right now, let's jump into the game right now, everyone. So, as I cue our music here is what you need to know. Escaping Telkin Station, in that flight from the station of the unusual V-shaped ship destroying the escape pods, other ships that are leaving the system, you had that Mon Calamari ship you tried to hail down in your escape pod before it got blown to smithereens. Once you escaped, that individual that you did see, that
Yeah,
cold,
okay.
icy feeling, a woman that had a blade of red, just cutting through bulkheads, doors, thrown out. Those doors almost smashed into Cade here. As you are blasted off in hyperspace, getting away from the situation right now, trying to think about who the hell these individuals are, what's going on. Your hyperdrive cut out, as by the recap, into the lock system. And inside these systems, there's always going to be navigational buoys that go link between other systems within the galaxy, but as well as information coming from the planet itself. And it is here where, as your ship does exit hyperspace and you're in the lock system, you see immediately in the system itself is the planet of Lock as well as two moons that do orbit rumor is there's a third one somewhere, if you ever get that reference. And there is a station that is orbiting the planet itself, and you get a burst of communications, not directly to you, but just outgoing to every ship in the vicinity, of essentially information of docking procedures, who to contact to dock, any laws, stuff like that, as well as accompanying it is some other information. Local bounty targets. And as you check them, there's a multitude of these, from various small time individuals, from robbing some general stores where they just want to get their stuff back, to murders where they're trying to apprehend individuals. This bounty board does encompass private individuals looking for the target, the quarry, as well as Imperial. And you get right now a ping of data sets of, well, if you recall, all of you that were on Telken Station are now pinged, wanted by the Empire for terroristic activity in the Outer Rim territories against a neutral station, now wanted by the Empire. A credit bounty of 20,000 credits per head, dead or alive. You all see this in the various parts of your ship, as well as the now broadcasting communications from Lock Station that does in a repeat frequency. All ships approaching Lock. The single spaceport, Lock Stronghold. To dock, ask for docking procedures from Lock Station. And beyond that, nothing else. Now, usually when you approach a system, a planet like Alderaan or Coruscant, any other of these like civilized planets, you're also given what's freely able to be carried onto the planet into the station itself. That being one-handed weaponry, two-handed weaponry, heavy weaponry. Well, I always will say, like on Alderaan, you can't carry nothing weapon-wise. Coruscant, one-handed weaponry you can carry. Here, they say nothing, which means you can carry a bazooka if you want to. Because as well, we get to know everyone. Give me the first skill check of today's game. I want to have, I'm going to say history, make sure that's actually the correct one. Lore. Everyone, give me a lore check, please. We most likely said this last game, but to recap today's game, it's going to be for Han, Vok, as well as Ukade. You, especially Ukade, because you've technically you told me you've been here, but the planet of Luck itself, that is inside the Luck system, in the Carthax system, or sector, yeah, Carthax system, is a planet that is, it's a dusty, barren planet that is encompassed mostly by deserts, mountainous terrain, sulfur and lava pools. Not hospitable, similar to Tatooine except for the lava here, but this is a haven known to attract pirates, smugglers, scoundrels, which means you now know why you're able to freely walk around with whatever the hell you want. Which also means the law here might not be to Empire or Republic, Old Republic, once Republic standards. So this is a place you need to be careful, especially since you have a bounty on your heads. Now, the one thing you definitely luckily know is that this incoming communication of the bounty to all of you does not register a ship that you're on. You're lucky right there. But with the other caveat, your ship you have right now is not yours. And the organization known as BOSS, that controls all of these space lanes and the registry for all ships, if someone does ping this ship, which might not happen here because they don't care, the spaceports here aren't going to care who it is for what they're here. So you actually, of all places you actually end up in, Bach is probably the best place to end up in. Because you have to find out, deal with, either find a new ship, go your separate ways, or find a way to change this ship into your actual ownership. And of all places in the galaxy, Locke might be the best place for this. And so, now after I do my talking here for these 5-10 minutes, as that famous saying from GM to their players, my friends, what do you want to do?
Once.
Can we get in contact with the lock station? Are we?
Let's decide our approach before we do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I have been here before, right? At some point, because this is definitely the place you go to find rumors, right? So, I would say you just kind of go and you act like everything's cool, and if someone tries to come at you, you put them down. You know, like there's no. You just mind your business, and most of the time, people will mind their business.
Also, this is a hive of scum and villainy. You could probably find potential pirates who are willing, people who deal with pirates
To
who are
purchase our
willing
illegal
to
drugs.
that too, but also supplements, but also to rewrite the what's it called, the like IFF on our ship. Transfer ownership.
Yeah, we could definitely get fake plates for our vehicle. That's definitely a thing we could get at Lock. I don't know how good they'd be at like completely changing ownership because we don't even know who owns this ship.
We could probably find that out.
You good?
In our
Yeah, it's probably in the system.
Yeah, but do we want to start messing with that?
we should probably know what we're
Eventually,
pretending
you
is
probably
ours.
should.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's the guy that we have in the medical bay.
Han is just nodding along. He doesn't really know what you guys are talking about. He's just doing breathing exercises because all he can think about is how he's wanted
Yeah, I mean,
for seemingly nothing.
Yeah, there's not much we can do. I say we have no hyperdrive. We have to stop here and get that fixed.
Now, to the inquiry or the question brought up by a couple of you, someone or everyone can go ahead and give me a technology roll, please.
Gotcha.
I will attempt to aid. Oh, never mind. I do it.
Yeah.
No, fuck, you said aid. You're aiding someone. You're giving someone advantage there on their roll. But Kate got it. In fact, I'll give it to you, Vok. So, your license plate, the transponder codes that ships give out. Who here above table knows how those work out on ships? Okay. So, transponder codes, the license plate, the registry for a ship itself, is not as easy as swapping out license plates because the transponder code comes from the signature of the sublight engines of the ship, which means to change the transponder codes, you're literally changing the emissions of the engine or of the sublight engines of the ship itself, which means if you do a haphazard bantha voodoo job, you could potentially damage the engines permanently. So you can do this. There are ways to mask them temporarily, but anyone trying to inquire through a mass actual signature could potentially see it very, very quickly, especially like Imperial ships that would be able to just beam right through and see through the subterfuge. So getting new plates is a bit of an endeavor. You need to actually have a either phenomenal mechanic, which we do have potentially one here, or find someone to do this for you.
We could probably. It's probably a better move to just transfer ownership, like pretend we bought it. I
Which you
assume
can do
someone
too.
on this pirate world can forge that.
Oh yeah. There's no way that we're going to a planet full of pirates and they're not going to be able to forge documents for us. All right.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
The problem is
Okay,
finding someone who's
that's-
willing to forge documents who's also not willing to turn us over for the bounty. That's the.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we've got things to trade. Surely they would talk first.
Worth
I mean, if
20,000 each head.
Yeah, but 20,000 credits is like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like if you're a
Eh,
pirate,
no.
like I mean, let's say they get all of us, right? That's what 100,000, right? So like
Yeah.
100,000
Yeah.
credits is nothing. That's like they could get that. We probably have more than that in our illegal supplements that we have.
I don't
You
know
know,
about that. 100,000 is a
Yeah.
pretty steep. To some high-end individuals, to Jabba the Hutt, that might seem like a lot, but to small-time hunters, that is quite a hefty sum.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
why we have Vok.
As
You can
an
shoot
ex
him. You
bounty
shoot
hunter,
first.
how high is that bounty? It's like extremely high, right?
That is.
20
A
to, yeah.
typical bounty, say someone on Tatooine, inside Mos Eisley, gets his shop by a couple of ruffians just kind of go in there in a drunken state one day and just demolish and then steal some stuff from his store. He's annoyed, puts out a bounty to have apprehended to be essentially brought into justice. Might be 2,000 credits.
Right.
So on Coruscant, where you maybe beat the hell out of someone's like brother, and once you found so they can bring you to justice in whatever way, it might be 5,000 credits. So 20,000 is a
Yeah.
hefty sum.
Right.
But also, we're wanted as terrorists by
Yes.
the Empire, which means that the pirates probably like us.
Yeah.
Some small degree.
You know, there's got to
They
be some
probably like
kind of
credits
mutual
more.
respect. Yeah, but at the same time, they know we're terrorists, right? That's all they know about us.
Yeah, them trying to collect that bounty with the Empire might be a problem for a lot of them, but
Yeah,
That is
if it was
also
the
true.
Hutt, maybe. It'd probably
Yeah, I
be
mean,
easier.
how are they going to turn us in if they get shot on sight too?
it might be like we might be worth a pardon. Like, so if
We
they
have
want to
to
go
see-
straight,
We have to see someone with a higher bounty than us.
It depends on the information we have, because I mean, I'm sure we know that the Empire blew up a neutral station and then tried to pin it on us. So
Nobody
we
else
might
knows about
find
that.
some sympathizers somewhere.
I don't. We don't have any
But-
proof of that. Like, we don't have like our scan. There isn't history in our scanner logs.
Does
I mean, like,
this
yeah.
does this
No.
ship have a dash cam?
It does not. You've got no recording, no information. Now, there might have been some that actually was recorded that can maybe try to pursue, but right now you have no proof that you were the ones that didn't do this.
Right.
I mean, I'm an archaeologist. Why would I blow something up?
Archaeology.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna blow it up so I can go back like 2 years later.
Right. Like, what happened here? And then write a paper on it because, you have no idea how this happened, but you just made some insane insights.
I'm not
As-
actually sure what the Empire's like occupation status is of Ardennia, because it doesn't really say on the Wikipedia. So I'm assuming that it's definitely under Imperial control. Like they probably have stations on it and whatnot.
How
So
close are you to the core world?
Yeah, where's if we go back to the map here,
Yeah, the
But
closer you are.
where is Ardenia?
it has to be. I think the Wikipedia said the Outer Rim territories.
Then most likely they
Oh.
won't have a presence. They might have a presence eventually, but right now probably not. At this
So
point in
would
time,
he?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, would Han Han be like a imperial citizen then technically?
No.
Would he?
Well, I mean, depending. Like, if you were you could also be somewhere else that's not in the Empire, but still be an Ardinian.
Yeah, it's just he grew up there in like a jungle tipple village. So
they'll be so if the imperial presence. In fact, we'll make it up right now since they didn't actually have that on the Wikipedia. So Ardenian Outer Rim territories. If imperial presence is there, it's for occupation, not for taking over. Again, since you do not look like a human at all, they will come in with. We're gonna come here for peace. We want resources. We want some things that your planet has. We need to have a presence there for whatever reason. But you stay out of our way and we take what we want and you won't be hurt at all. Your people will just be left alone. But even in that, being left alone, they'll still be. If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, they'll just scoop you up and throw you into a holding cell, a locking prison, back onto one of the core worlds. They don't care about your race.
all
At
right,
all.
yeah. All right, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's the typical mentality of a lot, not all, but a lot of the Imperial brass is the fact that they're not humans. I mean, they're not as good as us. I mean, that part is xenophobic, and so that is the way they're going to be thinking. But not all, again, but most of the high brass will be thinking that way.
So, plan. First, fix our hyperdrive because we're definitely going to need that. Sell our drugs and fix our hyperdrive. We can probably do it in the same place. After that, get information, try not to die, and then where are we going? What are we doing?
Here's the first
I like
question.
this plan.
Onto that plan right there, Grotne. Not Grotne's not here. Cade. So, do you want to land inside of the single spaceport inside Lock, or land? Because if you land there, you have to go through a process with Lock Station. Information go back and forth. They'll probably register your ship that you're here, most likely. Or you can land outside the outskirts of Lock. They probably won't even care about you because there are various areas to land. But it also has another bag of potential worms. You're a unregistered, undocumented ship landing, which a lot of people will do no matter what in this day and age right now. But this does open you up to just people inquiring, who are you? And also just the complications and the difficulty being out in the wilderness, even if it's just outside of Lock Stronghold.
Personally, Kate's gonna be like, "Hey, man, we need to go to the space station or to the spaceport because that's probably where they're gonna have mechanics." But
We're gonna look shady no matter what we do.
yeah,
Let's
so
look
we might
like
as
the
well.
right kind of shady and just land look like pirates and avoid the spaceport.
We should head to the spaceport. We need a lot of what we're gonna need is probably gonna be in the spaceport. Mechanics.
Yeah,
True, but our ship needs to look legit before we can get mechanics working on it.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is it's already legit right now, but it's not for us, right? Like we're not registered to the ship.
The only time it'll look bad is obviously you can fake who you're talking to. But the moment that someone wants to speak to the owner of the ship and try to communicate them, and if that owner of the ship, you don't know who it is, where it's at, he or she, whatever it is, but if that owner puts out that my ship is stolen, at that point, once they ping the ship, boom, they'll see the ship is stolen. So until that time, you're pretty free to go. You might draw some heads if someone tries to speak to the captain or the owner of the ship, you're not there. But if the owner pings the ship as being stolen or missing, then you'll have a problem.
Oh,
The
okay. The
owner's
owner's
likely
probably
dead.
dead, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and land then.
I vote Cade as the interim captain.
No. I am not a captain. I don't even know how to fly this thing. See, and I do a barrel roll.
The captain is probably the guy that's unconscious in the medbay, and that's why he can't
Yes,
talk to
is he
anybody.
gonna be okay? I still have a bad feeling that he's gonna be sucked out into space. I just does our ship have an airlock?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're wishing to land at Lock Stronghold, then just got to put in a request to talk to Lock Station, and then we can go through that process.
All right. I will throw down the request and kind of just cruise at like normal speed. I'm not gonna go flying full blast in there.
You're a droid that does accept the communications from Lock Station, and when it does, Iron Wave, this is Lock Station. State your destination, where you're going, please. Now, hurry!
Spaceport. The one spaceport. That's where I'm going.
Lock Station, very well. We'll be at a docking fee of 50 credits per day. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy. And then clicks off.
Han gives Cade a look. Like, what a freak.
I know, right? Like, ugh.
Maybe a broken system.
Let's go.
Okay. You start taking the ship down towards the planet's surface. As you enter the atmosphere, the ship gets a bit of a bumpy ride as you do bring it in, going through the atmosphere over into the lower atmosphere of Locke, and you just see various volcanoes active in the distance. Mount Dooms of Star Wars, essentially, multiple of them. You see the sulfur pools, the lava fields, you see the mountain ranges, you see rivers that are not really of the blue waters of typical nature, but that of kind of a brownish kind of hue, definitely probably laced with chemicals from the sulfur pools as well as the volcanic waste. And even one does actually go right next to, you see, the only, I should say, spaceport. Now, that's not to say there's other community cities around Locke, but there's only one spaceport. Why do you think that might be? There's definitely population here on Locke.
There's only one spaceport, so that they know where everybody is. They know where everybody's landing, that kind of thing. Or no, that's not true. They probably have several. Yeah, they've got several other places to land, but only if you know the right people, I would say. Because there's probably like different. You got like probably different pirate groups that have like different spots that they go to.
Right.
Okay. As you approach, you see there are a number of landing bays, and you find one that's unoccupied. And as you're flying towards this one, you see there's only one available landing bay. And as you're flying towards this, Cade, you see another freighter coming in at a bit of a hot shot towards that single remaining hangar bay.
He thinks he's going to take my spot?
What do you do?
He thinks he's going to take my spot. It's road rage time.
Get us in there, Cade.
I gun it.
It's space rage. Okay, yep. Go ahead and give me a piloting roll.
I power up weapons. I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you want to.
All hands on deck.
16.
Ooh, that was on that 19. All right, so you come in, you activate the engines. All of you kind of get thrown back ever so slightly in the G-forces of the ship, and you just make it zooming towards the actual hangar bay, and the other ship just turns off and goes away. You probably imagine. Yeah.
While they're going by, can I open communication with them and say, better luck next time? And then just go ahead and land.
Dr. Voodoo! And it just cuts.
No, and I do speak Huttese.
That was Hut?
It didn't sound as deep as a Hut, but might have been Huttese.
Oh, okay. Alright, what did he say? Because we all speak Huttese, I believe.
Yeah, I want to know what he said. That's the only language I know other than basic.
Wait, we all speak Hut?
Oh,
use your imagination in Road Rage Incident. Someone says, use your imagination there.
Yeah.
All right. First time landing this ship here, Cade, at a bit of a hot shot speed.
I was gonna ask if I could roll piloting at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you're gonna roll piloting at disadvantage because you came in there hot as hell.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration if that's okay.
If you want to, by all means.
Does that mean I just roll one, or do I roll both again?
Roll both again.
Bum, 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 bum. One better. That's a 9.
As you come in, you're coming in too hot. It's too fast, and you just slow the ship down. So you brake the ship, engine brake, I should say, air brake, to slow the ship down. Maybe you do a maneuver to turn the ship half end like the Bad Batch does. But either way, as you do come in, the end of your ship actually does ping against one of the structures nearby and sends a bit of debris falling down to individuals going, what the hell? And like getting out of the way as your ship. And it's a mix of droids that are moving out of the way as the ship does touch down onto the ground. With a bit of you're definitely be able to pilot a little bit. So it does touch down, bit of a slight rock, but you definitely banged something up when you did come into this place. But at that point in time, the ship fully is down on the ground now. Engines, you can start to deactivate and power down the systems, and you're now on lock.
I tried to pull a Tokyo drift.
That could have
Did
gone
not work.
smoother.
It could have
Don't
gone
think to
Yeah.
myself that
Well,
this
maybe
pilot,
if I knew how to fly, we wouldn't have had any problems. But no, you put me behind the steering console, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh,
You're
learn how to
learning.
fly.
I'm working on it. Give me out of game, or yeah. Give me one level, please, and then I will be able to have piloting.
A level. A level? I mean, what's levels?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is so close.
Now, let's talk about Lock itself really quickly. So, Lock is rather similar in architecture design to Tatooine. The same kind of desert-esque bulb half houses. Lock does have, though, a large wall that does surround the city itself of several thousand individuals. So, you can definitely go around and do your things here, talk to people, do what you want to do, with the objective of getting the hyperdrive repaired. It's probably the biggest one. At that point in time, trying to find who the ship belongs to, if that's going to happen, if he died on Talcon Station, doing about this bounty. There's a few things, a few objectives we can pursue here. But as I put you all out into the world here, the first thing I want you to see, as you do come on out, you will see that there are a number of droids at the exit ramp of this ship. In fact, we'll say now that Krotne, with his companion, does actually hit the controls. The ramp does lower, and you just see in here a bunch of pit droids just kind of get a bit of a blurb, a static of very, very intense, and definitely sounds angry. There's a protocol droid nearby that does kind of speak up into the hold of the ship, or all of you may be coming down, or maybe in the ship right now still thinking about what to do, and it does say, these droids express their extreme displeasure for nearly crushing them. What do you have to say for yourself?
I had to look over to Kate.
I look at the droids and I say, well, I just won this ship in a game of Pazak and I don't know how to fly. So that's, it happens. I'm learning.
I'm gonna wait. Can I shut up? This ship is badly damaged. It might have been hard to control. We're in need of a mechanic.
Well, I suppose so, if you know how to pilot the ship. Your chance of survival in this universe is approximately 1 to 545,000. And just kind of turns around and just shakes his head and walks away as the droids are just... And they go to start looking at the ship itself. You
I
get
am not leaving them I'm not leaving anything going on or off the Actually, the Wookiee is there. We'll be okay. I'll tell him not to let anybody on the ship.
I almost forgot about him.
one of... Yeah, so the Wookiee is still here. In fact, we'll continue the scene right here. So, as the Wookiee is in the hangar bay, and one of the pit droids goes to walk into the ship, and now, you all that have been on ships know that this is just a standard procedure to identify, look at things, and then get essentially a catalog of what could be done to the ship to repair, refuel, rearm, whatnot, and then they kind of give it to you if you want to do this yes or no. Well, as the droid's going on, and Cade, you told the Wookiee to let no one on board. So as the droid comes
Well, if
on the
I
ship,
knew that was a normal thing, I wouldn't have told him to stop him.
okay,
But I'll tell him the first drink's on me and pass him 20 credits, and I'll let him go have a drink if he can find a tavern. I'll tell him just come back, make sure everything's good over here, and I'll pay for your drinks.
okay.
We need to figure out what his name is.
Again, out of game. Give me one level and I can speak his language.
Okay. I'll think about that. You'll see that Rinzi is talking with Krotne, and Krotne at this point in time, he will talk to her, come to all of you. I want to do some investigations myself, figure out what might be occurring, what happened, maybe try to put a stop to this bounty somehow. I'm going to remain here for the time being, and I'll get in contact with you a little bit later.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. Cool.
Okay.
Let's go find a mechanic. Actually, let's go to the bar. It's time to drink.
Did we ever rest, or am I still 3 health
You've
and
not
ready?
had a chance to rest. No, long rest you can
Long
definitely
rest.
do. Long rest, or sorry, short rest you can definitely do if you want to spend a hit die. That you can do.
Okay. That I will
I
do
thought we
then.
already short rested. Or
Don't get me lying to you. I have no idea.
Did
I
we?
thought we
Yeah.
short rested in the.
It
pods.
probably
Yeah.
happened in the ship, probably. So yeah, if you want to take a short rest now, but you didn't have time for a long rest.
I mean, we could just go back onto the ship and sleep while they.
Oh, I
fix
have
it.
0 available.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say we don't have any hit
we
dice.
done did it.
Then you did already.
Unfortunate.
Which means a stim pack or a med pack if you want to use that, or just deal with it. But
Or,
then again,
or find a medical bay. Yeah.
I guess the question to you, Han. Do you want to go find a medical bay, or do you want to use a med pack because you're on a smuggler's pirate haven? So walking around with being near death might be a bad idea. But it's how. What do you think here, Han?
Oh God.
I mean, if you're looking like real bad, we could just go sleep on the ship and then.
You could if you want to. You'll
'Cause they're
accrue
gonna do their little
50 credits. So it
scan
takes will be a
and
50 credit tithe essentially.
Yeah, that's not that bad. We're probably gonna make a little bit of cash off of the stuff that we have on the ship already.
I'll-
Freight.
I'll personally pay the 50 credits to do that.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
all right.
Okay. We're all gonna take a long rest. That's
We're
what's
gonna
happening?
go take a nap.
Okay.
Nap it up.
Okay. So as all of you, in this case now, are on the ship itself. So let's actually go to this map right here. So all of you on the ship. In this case, Courtney will now be off the ship. So let me remove him.
So where my credits at 50.
We're babysitting these droids that are
Ew.
analyzing our ships.
They're going around. They're going by. They're poking around, trying to figure out what's up with the ship, stuff like that. And as that is occurring, I guess we're doing a long rest. Is there anything anyone wishes to do while we essentially just sleep a good night's rest inside this ship?
I'm just gonna take a quick check on the mysterious person that we have.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say somebody check the guy in the thing. I will. Whenever the Wookiee gets back, I'll pass him some more credits if he wants to go to another bar or whatever. I will. I'm essentially paying him his wages for assisting me.
I think Han would have set up a hammock in the chill room. Just hanging up by the ceiling.
Yeah, Kate's
Take a
just
nap.
in the pilot seat. He's just hit the little thing so that he leans back, and he's just like, "Yep,
You're doing a Joker, huh?
yeah." Or he might if he wants to get away from people, he'll probably just go to the meeting room because he knows we're never gonna use it.
Well,
Just
the meeting room could be a good place to actually get an idea of what the hell is going on, what to do, planning. But in fact, this is a good opportunity to do. I want to do an interlude right here. Opportunity. So, how about?
I've got something written up if you want, or if someone else wants to go, they can go. I don't know.
Go ahead.
If you got something, we can go with. Do you want to go? If everyone's okay with that, we can have you do your interlude right now.
Yeah, I'm okay with Kate.
All right, Kate, give me 1 second. Let me get to the right note section on my paper here, and then. All right, Cade, what you got for me?
So, Cade is before he goes to bed. He's got a data pad and he's got like a short little summary. He types up what he's done for the day, the people he's met, interesting things that have happened. So, like, he's making dossiers for each of his companions, and we'll come back to that later. But Cade is going to basically just once he's done typing through, like, I've made it to lock, gonna try to sell some wares, get the ship fixed, and keep going. He's gonna go put everything into his backpack, and I have to turn this music down. I'm sorry, this one's louder. But he's gonna put everything back into his backpack, and when he does, his hand's gonna brush up against this metal device in his backpack. and he's going to kind of stop and just kind of readjust everything, be like super neat freak about it, and then he's going to, because Cade doesn't really know how to meditate. So for him, the closest thing to like calming himself that way would be like shutting off his logical thinking side and just being like, I need to stop worrying and take a deep breath kind of thing. And then he's going to go and recall things that have happened to him. So the first thing is the actual device that is in his backpack, and once he touched it, he remembers like a flash, like a cut flash to the word passion, and him at this large table with a feast sitting next to a redheaded woman, and they're laughing and having a good time, to after that digging through the sands on a planet with this old man who's got the same hat that Cade's not wearing that hat, and now he is, kind of thing. And then just kind of the device and the voice, the like deep, cold, like heartless sounding voice that echoed through of all he really caught from it was passion gives you strength. Become strong, gain power, victory, you'll be free to do whatever you want. And that's what he knows. So he's going to attempt to mess with his device and kind of look at it and see the scorch marks from where it was damaged and just kind of fiddle with it and try to get it to do something. And it's probably not going to work. So he's probably just going to put it into its bag, throw it into his backpack, and go to bed and go on with his day. He's just going to... I really wish I didn't factory reset my computer 2 days ago, because I had a whole thing written up for it that was so much better than how I just did it.
It was still pretty good right now.
No, I got the message.
Yeah. Quick question, Kate. Does this happen when other people see you or when you're by yourself?
He would attempt to. He wouldn't pull out the item if anyone was around.
So he probably by himself. Okay.
This is like his him time. He's just gonna type into like, here's my dossiers. Oh, here's this thing. Let me see if I can fiddle with it. And he's kind of like looking over his shoulder every once in a while.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And again, everyone here, not again, it's for some I'm saying this, but for the interludes, in typical nature, what KJ is actually fine, but typical nature is there's something around like a dinner table or a time where you're kind of able to convene and talk with each other, but this right here is absolutely fine. If you want to think of a head and have one set up, by all means, have that as well. But since Cade did his, next week or next time we do our next interlude, everyone except for Cade will get a chance to do one of theirs potentially. So the bonus for this, Cade going to take a inspiration, which I do believe you used to get one back.
I got lucky today.
Yeah.
You'll always get a inspiration by doing a interlude. If you already have one, I'll give you some other benefit for it itself.
Does inspiration just let you reroll? Or...
Yeah.
Yes.
You can reroll. Yeah. Or if you want to have something that's really, really like, I don't want to say out there, but you can use in typical like way my games are run sometimes. If you want to do a smaller narrative change, you might be able to use inspiration to do that as well. But generally, it's for rerolling or getting an advantage on a check itself, or removing a disadvantage on a check.
And the interludes, in your definition, are just like a little bit of background info, or like maybe a story, or... They're
typically background information that I do as improv. I typically have everyone roll a d20. Whoever gets picked has the highest roll. I'll have them roll on a kind of category list I have of various background aspects. For example, for a Star Wars game, tell us a story about a time where Imperial Stormtroopers maybe did something to make you say, okay, this is not really that good. Or tell me about someone you grew up with that maybe went away, or someone that actually maybe offended you, how you dealt with that. It's just actually going to get some like improvisational bit of stuff for your character, but also a backstory for the character I can bring into the game. So obviously right now, Kay's thing I can actually have be part of the game, which already is his background, but it's a way for me to also bring in things for the game itself as you're making them kind of on the spot. But if you want to plan for, some people are a little bit intimidated by having something to do on the spot, which is understandable. So if you want to have something kind of prepared, you can. But I like to have it kind of be a little bit of just kind of like having to go on the spot, get more acclimated in my game, my style, to kind of have things happen
Yeah.
as it happens, as improving.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Kind of a organic way to like come up with some
Mhm.
DM fuel.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so far, every game I've done this with, I've done this for the last like 5, 6 years. Everyone loves this mechanic. It comes from Savage Worlds, that I still run, but it's something I very much enjoy. And everyone does like that because it's a way to get actual backstory to the character in the game, while you're kind of relaxing, resting, talking with each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so anything anyone wishes to do before we bow on out for the night? In fact, I'll go and have the droids probably have work on the ship tomorrow because it'd be kind of weird to have them go around while they're like banging around doing stuff like that. So we'll get that next day. But anything anyone wishes to do right now before we go on to the next day?
Yeah, I would like to try to use a background feature, ear to
Okay.
the ground, and I would like to see if there are any like hut affiliated criminal elements that we can maybe use to find a forger or that kind of thing.
Any hut elements. This would be a natural. This would be a random chance luck. Now, typical random chance 15 or more would be a yes, but we're on a pretty backwater pirate world. So roll me d20. Vok, on a 5 or more, there is. On 1 through 4, just they're maybe not available, or perhaps does not want to talk to you. So a very good chance if you let's see roll that.
Damn it.
So unfortunately, you can't get a audience. You don't know about any right now. Maybe there definitely be some here, but at this moment in time, they're probably away off planet.
Okay.
How
Okay, that was
how far can we communicate with other planets?
Pretty far. So communications in Star Wars is within system on planet is fine. You just use comm link, whatever you want to do. But if you want to go to other systems, you essentially have navigation buoys, communication buoys, I should say, in hyperspace, always inside there, that are essentially relaying information to other buoys and other systems, and they do it that way. Now, here's the drawback, though. The Empire does control these; they can listen in on these, so they can't intercept um, communications
Yeah.
and read them, talk to them.
All right. So yeah, since we have a bounty, likely we shouldn't use them.
right. Okay.
Cade would probably use one. I'm just saying. He will probably use one.
How do you have a bounty? No, I was thinking of you, like out of character. I was thinking about using one to contact Dejo, like a former hut, like
Yeah,
or someone
everyone.
that
I
I
remember
work.
everyone did their. They had a contact list they set up last game. So I know Vok was a bounty hunter from Ord Mantell, or no, sorry, Order of the Hut, as well as Kate having Lady Amelia, and then Takara was Doja, and then Han Han was Master Lohan on Ardenia.
I have a small question.
Yes.
My background feat that I chose was crafter,
Mhm.
and it's basically you have a knack for crafting, you work with greater efficiency and produce goods of higher quality, select one type of artisan's implements. But basically, it says down here on one of the bulletins, when you craft something with the chosen tool, the total market value you can craft increases 50 credits per day. If you have
Yeah.
expertise with it, which I do, the market value instead increases by 100 credits per day. I'm just kind of confused by what that even means. So it's like if I
Uh,
craft like let's say I take a piece of wood and I whittle it and make a little small statue out of it, like I can sell it for 100 credits instead of 50.
essentially, I think.
I want to look this up after the game so I can get this down correctly. What's the name of the feat?
Yeah,
What's the name of the
it's
feat?
called it's called crafter.
That's so cool.
Feature from the
Why does
background.
everybody gotta do cool stuff?
Yes.
Okay. I'm curious if it is actually something that allows you to sell it more, or actually be able to craft something cheaper. So I'm curious about.
Yeah, yeah. I just would
What
want to
did
get
you put it
your
in?
input on it before I do anything.
What did you put it into? What crafting area?
Like the tool that I chose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I chose I think it's the artisan's implements.
Artisans and implements is just a different type of tool, isn't it? Because you've got like tools, like
Hold on.
You have kits and then you have tools.
yeah.
And I chose the artisan's implements, which is basically like
I thought
Yeah,
that
but I
was
think
like
no, I think there's
classification.
multiple.
You have
Like
to
there's
choose. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like a mechanics kit.
artists
Yeah.
implements.
Oh,
There's
artists.
artisans is the umbrella term, and then I chose artists implements.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
you're a
let's say you
painter.
make like a piece of art. Yeah, exactly. It'd be like worth 100 credits if you spent a day doing that.
Okay.
Is
I
that the
think.
look up? I'll have it answered for you by
Yeah,
this game.
yeah, we can look it up. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
that's
we'll be
fine.
telling you
That's
anything.
fine.
Because we'll definitely have a bit of downtime in this game to do that kind of stuff, crafting like that. We'll definitely have that in our game.
Sounds good.
All right.
I would like to get up for the day. Cade takes 4 hours of sleep and then is up and good to go. He is not like me. He is up, good to go. He pulls out all of his stuff, unpacks his bag, and puts his all of his stuff back together. And then he gets up and he's like, "Okay, I need to find the droids and figure out what it's going to cost. I need to find somebody that wants to buy some of the stuff that's on our ship." And he would probably go and wake somebody else up because he's just that kind of person.
You're gonna wake
let's
up?
see. I'm working on it. Alright. He's gonna go to Takar because Takar is the second first one down. He's gonna wake you up. 4 hours
What
of
is-
sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, get up. Hey. Takar, wake up.
What is it? What?
I need to find the droids to find how much it's going to cost, and I need some help.
Can't you just look around for them?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? What if somebody shoots at me? I got to have somebody to be in front of me.
Ah, I'll get up. All right.
So
Where do we have to go?
I want to see about finding somewhere where we can sell all our stuff and find whoever can fix the ship and how much it's going to cost.
Are you telling this to me or are you telling this to
I'm
the
telling
team?
it to you. I'm saying that's what
okay.
we need to do is do all this stuff. It's like
Uh.
Kate takes the minimum amount of sleep that he can. He's like got that super hard I'm ready to work drive. And
Well,
it's
we
like
could
I
look
gotta
for
go get
that
some
protocol
rumors.
droid. We could
Yeah,
go look
yeah,
for that
let's-
protocol droid. Ask.
Good idea. And Kate's gonna leave the ship. He's gonna go.
You leave a note on the fridge or something like that?
No,
Or-
he just goes.
Okay.
He woke
Yeah,
up
just-
somebody to go with him.
Bound to follow. Yeah.
He didn't go alone. He's got a bounty on his head.
So you're doing this in the middle of the long rest. Is that it?
Yeah, I guess that cancels long rest, right?
Okay.
I mean, if you want to.
That was full.
I mean, if you want to take a long
Yeah.
rest, you definitely do that while they're resting if you want to.
No, my health was full when that happened. That was just for the hit dice, but I'll get rid of the
Oh
hit dice.
yeah, no, don't worry about it. You can
No,
take the full long rest.
no, it's fine.
I will go and talk to the droid because I'm still
go.
full of everything.
Yeah, I'll go do my thing. I'll just get rid of the hit
I've
dice.
taken 0 damage this entire
I
time.
took 1 point of damage. If you want to take me, I'm okay with
No,
it.
You got smacked by a Devorian and almost died.
Yeah, and then I went back up to 11 hit points at our short
Yeah,
rest.
but you spent your hit die. That's what I'm saying. Is you get your hit die back. I haven't taken any damage yet because I've stood behind you guys. I think I took
Alright.
1 point of damage. But so I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna find a droid. I'll go on my own if I got to.
I'll go
Everybody
with.
else.
Since
No,
it's
no,
already.
no. If you've spent your hit die, you rest, and I will go.
It's
I'm
fine.
still like I'm 100%.
Take the
That's
one.
Alright. Yeah,
Yeah,
take
take-
the one.
The Wookiee's not here right now. He's probably drinking.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you did tell him to do that.
Yeah.
He's
I
hanging out at the
paid for him to
cantina.
go drink. Okay. Then I will leave the ship and go talk to a droid.
Alright, so disregard all that
find
waking
one.
up.
Yeah, I won't wait. No, I would have woke you up and you'd been like, "Nah, I want to sleep."
Well,
Alright.
you can't tell him to sleep. Ultimately, though, if for you, if you want to go out there to carve, you can. But do understand that you maybe once Cade sees how you are, you could use probably a little bit of rest. And so maybe Cade does tell you to stay here. But ultimately,
No,
it's your choice. Do you
I'll go
go or
with.
do you stay?
Yeah, I'll go with. He already woke me up.
Okay. All right. So as you two do leave, the rest of you are resting, and you leave the hangar bay. And as you are walking about looking for the droids, you see the pick droids are nearby, but they're just waiting. They have other hangar bays they can go to. These are stationed here. The ones, a couple are stationed here, but there is the protocol droid that is in a kind of receptacle that is nearby. And once you exit the ship, it does its eyes kind of turn back on, and you see that little light illumination. It does kind of move forward. Are you ready to have your ship inspected now?
Yeah, I thought it was already inspected.
Well, once you decided to remain on the ship, we have left the droids out front. So once you're ready, we'll have the droids go inside and inspect. From the cursory glance on the outside, if the droid turns to some of these small pit droids, they start doing communications, about a binary back and forth. The ship does have a bit of damage from a recent battle from what it looks like. It does seem that one of the sensor hubs, is damaged. This might cause some feedback loops into the ship itself, but we can't tell more until we inspect the inside of the ship.
Okay.
But we still have some people inside the ship.
Yeah, they're still sleeping.
All right, we'll wait until the morning. Would you want us to start repairing the ship, though? This would run you about 1,000 credits to get this repaired.
Can you guys fix the hyperdrive?
Not yet. Yeah, because we have a hyperdrive that's busted.
If you have a hyperdrive malfunction, we don't have a spare one here in this facility, but there are other individual shops around Locke that would be able to have potential replacement hyperdrives for this classification of ship.
Any
Gotcha.
recommendations? Specifically, which one to go to?
The one that is the most reputable inside of Locke Stronghold goes by the name of Billard Khan.
Okay.
And I will put that in chat and you can note that down.
Cool.
There you go.
And droid, one more thing.
Yes.
Any place, do you have any communication towers in the station?
There are various communication relays inside of Locke Stronghold, yes.
Are they controlled by the Empire?
No.
All of the navigation buoys outside of Imperial space will be controlled by the boss organizations. The ones that are more towards the core worlds will most likely be handled by the Imperial government.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we should be okay. You can. I wouldn't send a call to, like,
Yeah, anyone
an
far.
Imperial officer that, if you're trying to lay low, man, come on. We need to the droids. I'll be like, do you know anyone who wants to buy? I forgot what all we have on our ship. Who wrote down all of the stuff?
We have industrial quality materials.
Yeah.
Radioactive isotopes.
Yeah.
Protein steroids that you're probably not telling them about.
Yep.
Luxury goods and petrochemicals that is specifically droid lubricant.
Okay. I was like, does anybody want any of this minus the illegal goods? Do you know of anybody that would want to buy those?
These I would not know, but you might want to speak to Aplico Bruno. He does own a shop that does offload products from individuals.
Alright. Alright. Is there anything else that we need? Should we head to one of those names, Cade?
Yep.
Where do we want to head to first? Billard Khan?
All right. I say we sell all of our stuff first, if possible. That
All
way
right.
we have money to spend on other things.
All right, then we
And
need to go back on the ship.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Offload.
could carry all that.
No, we'll have them come unload it.
Yeah.
If they want it, they'll unload it.
Yeah,
Or
so
send a
the-
droid to do it. So I say we go find Uplico Brunel.
All right. As you do leave, and as you're going through the streets of Locke, you see again the familiar kind of aesthetic experience from Telkin Station, where there are individuals that just look mean and aggressive, and they need to be because everyone inside of this place are people that need to survive. The ones that can't survive, take advantage of, and are very quickly forgotten. Take that as you will. And so this is a place that you need to be kind of on guard and not show weakness for that most part. Now, you do on occasion hear some animals moving about, moving around, and you get to see a bit of the occasional sight of a four-legged canine-like animal that does have a. At first, you think it might be armor, but it's actually a natural kind of chitinous shell that is around the body of these animals. They have also kind of like quills on the back. They're about maybe 40 pounds, 45 pounds. They're always accompanied by other individuals, guards, walking around Lock Stronghold. Given the name itself, Lock Stronghold, you do see in one corner of this actual city is a rebuilt stronghold, a large kind of castle-like structure that, by just getting information, is the home of the governor, the owner of Lock Planet, known as Nim, which is a pirate. Put it in chat.
So, as much as I would like to talk to the highfalutin types, I know he's a pirate. So,
Oh yeah, no reason to talk to him right now.
correct. Unless we want to see about getting help with. No, they're pirates. They probably will not help us. I don't know.
Oh, how are we getting to cargo? Are we just carrying that?
No,
No,
the
we're
cargo
gonna let
itself,
them come get
if
it.
you do sell it, you'd be able to have them come and get it. So they'll probably bring droids or postal sleds to grab it themselves. You don't need to carry it around with you in the
All right,
streets.
good. Because I was like, that's even worse.
Yeah, let's go find the guy to buy all of this stuff, and then we'll notice real quick if he's the shady type that'll buy the rest of our stuff.
Indeed. All right, and so as you go through the streets, I'll quickly go back to other ones here. So Vok and Han Han, I don't want you to be here not really doing anything. So let's get your characters involved right here, even though you are essentially sleeping. And so let's go with a bit of a narrative sense here for your two characters. So Vok, as you sleep, no, to you, Vok, when you sleep, if you're doing an 8-hour rest, only about 6 hours needs to be a rest. And so in that 2 hours, I'm curious, as maybe you wake up after and realize that a couple individuals, Takar as well as Kate, are out. Maybe they told you, or maybe they left a note, or maybe they left a comm link saying that they're going to go and try to sell these goods, or they're just gone off the ship itself. And so, as you wake up, what do you kind of like? What do you do on the ship a little bit?
I spend a solid half hour looking around the ship for them.
And you find neither of them. So Cade as well as Takar are just gone.
Okay. All right.
You will find Han Han whittling a small wooden Buddha statue in his hammock. Just kind of like, whatever.
Oh, that's super interesting. I think I just like observe Han Han, and then maybe like casually ask questions. Be like, "Hey, why are you doing that?" Like strange questions.
I don't really think about it, I just do it.
Mm.
Don't worry about that.
The statue blows up in my hands.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry, I'll make my dexterity saving throw. I got this.
Thanks for saving me back in the pod, by the way.
Yeah,
What are you
I'm
saving
sorry.
throw
I should
for?
have had you strap on. The statue exploded.
It didn't. I didn't explode. It's a wooden statue. How's it gonna explode? It's the elusive
Powers. I don't know how these work.
thermalite wood that just sparks. The planet blew up 15 years ago from
They
a
put a
stray.
thermal detonator and then wrapped it in wood and started carving a statue.
No,
That'd be something.
it is. I want both of you to go ahead and give me perception rolls, please.
Okay, sounds good. Is this hearing or smelling?
Just for hearing.
Okay, so I have advantage with keen senses.
Hot damn!
Nice.
24.
Vok, as you're talking with, maybe observing, I should say, Han Han, as he's whittling, with the idea that somehow it might explode going through your mind, maybe one of the little pieces falls on like one of the lights inside the ship itself and kind of illuminates it and gives you an idea of, just through your mind, like a small explosion for whatever reason. And as you watch that, you hear tick, 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 tick at the top of the ship.
Alright, and I would like to go to the helm and try and turn on the sensors, try and figure out what it is.
Oh, where are you going?
Shh. There's something up.
What do you mean? Carve, carve, carve.
It sounds like clanking, maybe a robot or droid, or
That's probably
someone
just
with very
pit,
pointy feet.
probably
Possibly.
just the pit droids.
Does it sound like them? Because like they're not working on the ship yet, and they were banging around earlier.
This
All
sounds
right.
a little bit different.
Hanan gets out of his hammock and leaves his statue behind and goes with Matthew. Or not Matthew, sorry.
Fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
It's a little baby ship. All right, so if you go to here, in fact, from last week when I was doing my thing, did you all talk about what to change? I think you did discuss it in Discord. What you're changing on the ship itself.
Yeah, so we have a hidden compartments. That's where all our legal stuff is, because I
Okay.
assume that's where they found it. And what was the other one? We have a makeshift computer, central computer.
We got AI.
We do. We have an AI.
Sweet. Were you changing the
Um,
stats of the ship? That's what I'm asking.
No.
I don't think so.
But we did. The proficiencies and saving throws we chose were strength and dexterity.
All right, strength and dexterity.
No tractor beams. No explosions.
Our strength is still 7.
Yeah.
Well, that
Should
just changes
those-
to 0.
Should those suites be listed anywhere on the Iron
They should
Wave?
I'll put it in. When
I'm-
we fully
seeing
redo
it.
the ship, rebuild it, we'll change the name and get everything on board. Right now, it's still in the midst
Okay.
of construction itself.
Okay.
All right, and so let's see. I believe it is going to be probe. Nope, scan. Give me a scan check from the ship.
Scan check?
Mhm.
Alrighty.
We
Right.
10.
In fact, should these be proficient? I'll look up later. I'm gonna give it to you. So, you detect there is something that is crawling smaller than the Pictroid. It is registering something on top of the ship is clacketing around.
It's not a pit droid. And I grab my blaster rifle, and I'm gonna go outside and try and climb on top of the ship.
Okay. As you go outside, Han Han, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow along for support.
Okay. So you
Good
took out the
sight.
ship. As you exit the ship itself, it is currently, let's see, we'll go about 6 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 10 o'clock at night. So definitely temperature is cooling down now. You can see more of the lights on that side of the city, inside the city itself. You see that the pit droids are not here, as well as the particle droids also not here. In fact, particle droids inside, it's like recharging station. And you see the main doors inside this hangar facility is open. People are walking about doing their things, some peddlers, stuff like that. And you can hear, ever so slightly from the outside of the ship, as you do come out, a bit of clacketing noises. And then you get to an area and you climb to the top of the ship here, Han Han, as well as you, Vok. And as you do, you see in the distance, near the top of the ship, is a small six-legged spider-like droid, which is about the size of this cup. Pretty vertical, cylindrical, except for the six legs on either side, and it's maneuvering. And you watch as, just as you get and you see this, it goes into like a crevice, natural position of the, what's what I'm looking for, brain fart, gaps in the armor of the ship itself. It, you lose sight of it, but definitely not a pit droid. Now I'm curious, what goes through your mind? What do you think here, Vok?
Um, it could be a lot of things. It could be like there are some droids that are launched by other ships to attack other ships.
Indeed.
So it could be from the Imperial ship. Although I don't think they got close enough to do that. It could also be the smugglers. This is a very criminal element. Maybe they're trying to gauge what we have and try and steal some stuff. It could be Vok assumes hostility from this droid.
Okay. What goes through your mind,
So
Han Han? Oh, sorry. Continue your thought, Vok.
Oh, and he was gonna go around and try and get a better sight of it, but that,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Han Han, what goes through your mind when you see just the top of this as it goes into the gaps of the armor and parts of the ship itself out of view?
As it's pretty dark outside, Han Han squints. Oh, it's just a spider. We can go back to bed. He thinks it's like an animal or something.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you want an animal on a ship that could tear up and damage the ship.
No, we'll just go into space and it won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's
He's
a
pretty used to
space spider.
random creatures and things crawling around where you don't want them to, so he's just pretty dismissive of it. But if he sees Vok thinks it's serious, he'll entertain that at
He'll
least.
humor Vok.
Yeah.
Okay. So you two, Vok goes up. I guess you do follow Han Han. Just to see what this is. Han Han, you're just kind of, you think it's nothing important right now. You two start moving forward. We jump scenes now back to Takar and Cade. So you two, correct me if I'm wrong real quick, I was doing a bit of thinking to get this scene unfolded. You two are looking for which individual going through the streets?
We're looking for
A Plico.
a Plico.
To sell the stuff. Okay, so as you are moving through, you do go through a number of streets. In fact, just go ahead and go to, now we're kind of outside the ship itself. Let's go to Luck. And you'll see that Aplico's little home, sorry, I say shop itself, is going to be around, get my notes. Aplico, start making things.
New text. Oh no.
Indeed. All right, this is Aplico's place right here. So you start making your way through the streets of Locke, and as you do go there, put yourself around there so we kind of get an idea of where everyone's at, as we have this kind of a hub to explore and stuff like that. As you do, being around 10 o'clock at night, you see some of these storefronts are closing down right now. People are going to do their homes, do their own thing. You can see there's a bit of gambling in the streets. Some individuals are doing a bit of a nightlife now inside of Locke. In fact, you're starting to see a lot of drunkards, individuals drinking, the hooch, walking around, just up in the streets. Every now and then you hear some rowdiness, some angry shouting, some blaster shots in the air of individuals partying. And then you'll see individuals having a bit of anger. And as you walk near the shop, you see the cantina, which is right here, across the way from Aplico's. And you see two individuals come walking out. One drunken individual, looks like a drunken Rhodian, just hanging a blaster pistol around and looking around, sees you two as the other door that he came through opens up and another individual, a human in this case, that is wearing a bit of this blue clothing. He's got a very, very open, long blaster pistol at his side with the red stripe down the center of his tunic. He's got gray hair with a bit of a beard and just kind of piercing blue eyes. Very, very calm and collected as this Rhodian starts talking in some pretty extravagant languages that would probably make Vok here blush. And this individual, are you sure you want to do this? And the Rhodian, just in galactic translation, of course I want to do this. You offended me. It's your last chance take your stuff and leave before you kiss this dirt. I am known in 12 systems that I can shoot the flies off of any small insect. Not for long, then. Fine, let's see. And as this is occurring, they go out to do a bit of a stand-up. I'm curious what you two do. You just watch this,
Does
intervene,
this
or
guy
just
look
ignore
like
it?
Vok? Does this guy look like Vok?
No.
Is it like okay? So it's not like a relative of Vok because he said like his mom and his dad and everybody.
All Rhodians look
No. That's what I'm asking is if it looks like
No.
the same as him. No,
Does not
Okay.
look like Vok. In fact, here, I'll put an image. So this is what the guy you see. Here's him right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
And
look like Bach.
Yeah, that looks exactly
doesn't
like
look
Vok.
like
What
Vok.
are you talking about?
this is the Rhodian that's out there. And you see that he is very clearly drunk and just making a name of himself, just cursing and whatnot. I'm curious, Takar, do you two do anything, or you just watch this? Do you go away? I'm curious, what do you two do?
I will put my critical analysis on the Rhodian to give him a +5 to this roll. That's all I'm gonna do. I just want to watch.
It's none of our business. I'm gonna go and
Yeah.
find a Bruno.
I'm gonna walk that way, but I'm gonna stop and I'm just gonna kind of watch and just kind of like just sit back.
As you walk into the shop, you see a Doug, individual that from the prequel movies where it does simply have. In fact, here's a picture of a Doug. You see this individual in the shop right now, and he's currently actually preparing to have the shop close, and then sees you. What would you like? Getting ready to close here, Black, and probably wait a little bit to offload some things, or what do you have? What do you got? You looking to buy anything? Talk, speak!
We have things to sell. In Docking Bay, I don't know the number exactly. I forgot.
I'm standing in the doorway still watching the fight, and I'm just gonna like do like this for a second. I'm like, they're gonna fight. I want to watch.
What is Docking Bay number?
Docking Bay number is
I would
7.
tell them. And I'd be like, here's a list of. I'll pull up my data pad because I would have meticulously went through and wrote everything down, and I'll just like send it over to if there's like a Bluetooth or like a Wi-Fi type thing. I'll just send over the materials that we have that are not illegal to the Doug through my little data pad, and then I will watch this fight. And I'll be like, that's what we've got to unload. Tell me what you'll give us for it.
The Doug does take the data pad, starts going through. Interesting. As the Rhodian and the human, you do your critical analysis onto the Rhodian, and when you do, you see that the Rhodian. All right, well, let's just do this. Last chance. And the Rhodian stands still, a little bit wavering. His hand goes near his side. The individual puts his hand, like in that picture, just resting above his right hip, above the pistol. And the Rhodian, at that point, pulls the blaster. And, well, let's do this roll then. So I'm going to go ahead and just do straight up. Yeah, in fact, no, I'm going to have you guys roll for me. So, since you did this, Cade, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 7, accounting for the plus 5 from your critical analysis.
All right, so we'll add 7 to that.
14.
You got.
All right, and then let's have someone stop really doing anything right now. Han, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 8.
He only had a +2. Yes!
Oh,
Dang, got 11.
Okay. So the Rhodian raised the pistol and unerringly really does aim and fires right before the human pulls, and you see a surprise on his face as he didn't quite expect this to happen, and he gets shot right in the shoulder, and he kind of goes back, alarmed, as the Rodian, and then that man gets a bit angry and takes looks and fires another shot that hits the Rodian in the forehead and
he took
goes
a second
down.
shot. He took a second shot on him.
Well, he never fired.
Oh,
He didn't get
okay,
to fire.
that's
He didn't go down, but he fires at the Rodian. Rodian gets hit right in the forehead and goes down. And then and his head turns towards you,
fine. I wink at him.
Cade. And he raises his pistol towards you.
Oh.
Why did you intervene? Don't say anything.
I didn't.
We're skipping scenes. So
Okay.
we now go to Vok and to Han Han. So, Vok, you move forward towards this area, and as you are, you hear. What do you do?
Mm. I'm gonna try and sneak up on it.
Give me a stealth roll.
All right. Damn it! Still a
Oh,
10.
no.
You got a hero point?
Wow,
Or,
that's really good.
inspiration?
I don't have inspiration. No.
Okay, well, let's see if my little droid here can sense you.
I mean, it's not one, but
Yeah.
So whatever noise you make, you hear the stops, and then that droid, spider-like droid, does come up. Its sensor dome, its legs stay still, but its sensor dome, like this. Well, you can't even see it on my hair, but it does turn around, and a single eye optical socket looks at you, and it quickly scurries away off of the ship. What do you two do?
I shoot it.
I'll run after it.
I shoot it.
Okay, so let's see.
I guess
who...
we exchange a look like, oh shit, this is actually something, and Han will make off towards it.
All right. So Vok, you raise your weapon, your rifle, right at Blessing. You watch as Han Han looks at you. You look at him real quickly. Han Han darts towards this droid. Do you wait for Han, or you just take the shot? What do you do? Because you'll be able to shoot before Han Han gets there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot before Han Han
Okay.
gets there.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me a attack roll.
All right.
There you go.
Oh
27.
yeah.
You've rolled 2 20s and a 1.
So you ain't playing any
Ooh,
games.
crit.
You raise that rifle. You do a single shot, hits the top of that droid's dome, and it just explodes in a shower of sparks. And the droid essentially falls on its lower body. Its legs splayed out, and it just slides off of the side of the ship towards the ground. Han Han, if you want to, as it happens, you can go actually grab the droid. It's going to fall about, I would say, like 10 feet. Might actually get destroyed if it falls. So you try to grab Han Han before it falls off the side of the ship.
Yeah. I'll try to do like a maneuver to try and hold on to the edge of the ship and then also catch it in like my bottom foot, maybe.
Fantastic. All right, go ahead and give me, let's back this skill check right here. Give me a, you're going quick. Sleight of hand, will probably be the best here. Sleight of hand, yeah, sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so you come forward, and right as it falls off the side, you come in with your lower leg or foot or whatever it is. Actually, you tell me. It does fall off the ship, and then you grab it. Tell me, play out the same for me there, Han Han.
Yeah, I just do like a dolphin dive to the corner of the ship, but twist my body like in midair so that I can grab the side, and then my bottom foot just kind of swoops through the air and snatches it before it can fall any further,
Awesome.
and then I'll climb myself back up.
Okay, you got the droid in your hand, and you see that its eye receptacle is now no longer lit right now. You did blow up the top of its head with that crit there you got there. All right, and then, well, you could think about that, what to do as we move back to the other scene right here, is to you, Takar.
well,
The guy doesn't
okay,
even know what's happening right now, so he's just paying attention to you.
Is Cade outside?
Cade's in the doorway. But you don't see the guy pointing the weapon at his face right now, so The dog is talking to you. Okay, what I got here. I might be able to take some of the things you have right here. Alright, so most definitely the droid lubricants I can definitely use, as well as this industrial material. I could take this off your hand if you so want. But only these two I would find useful.
How much?
Surely you can find other things useful as well. Maybe you can sell them to others.
Well, no, I wouldn't find any use for these. I mean, the food stuff and the radioactive isotopes, I don't care about those at all. You don't even mention the steroids, do you? Or do you mention them?
Mhm. Can I take an insight, see if he looks shady enough to maybe sell them
Give me a insight roll.
to? Insight. Wow, I can't find. Oh, there it is.
Damn, these natural 20s in this game right now. So what you can tell is that he's thinking, he's a little bit sweaty. As he's now really thinking, he's looking at this list, he looks at you two, you two, the list. On these two, maybe the third, maybe, but I do have, you can tell he's wanting to say something. He's pondering something, but he's not speaking out loud right now, but he's holding something back.
Listen, we do have other things. I don't know if you would be able to find them on the regular market, but we do have it in the hangar. We could sell them for a good price. I'm gonna whisper it, the steroid isotopes. Steroid proteins, right?
Yeah, that's what I think you're showing. That's the illegal one.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what. I can take the industrial grade material and the droid lubricants right now, but the rare food additives and the radioactive isotopes does require special material that I don't have right now, or I should say I had and has not given back to me. I'll take these off your hand if you do a small task for me. One of my suppliers that I got some material from did get some of my storage equipment and has not returned it. And I would require that for isotopes as well as the preserving of the food additives. You get that back to me. I can tell you where it's at. It's a little bit nearby, but I just have that time to go with that. Take care of that, and I'll take both those off your items, your list as well then.
How much would you give us for these items?
Well, I'll buy them from you. The industrial grade quality material, I will give you probably the biggest bunch, so I'm gonna go to that one last. The droid lubricants, common material, I'll give you 100 credits for that. The rare food additives, which does require the actual special shielding I have not right now, can be relatively useful, especially here in Locke in the Outer Rim. I'll give you 500 credits for that. The radioactive isotopes, not many are going to want that. That's actually be a bit of a hot item. I'll give you 200 for that. And the industrial grade material, that's probably the biggest bunch. I'll give you 700 credits for that. So I'll give you 800 right now. For these two, another 700 if you go ahead and get this this equipment for me that my friend has.
Okay. Is that out of character? Does that seem like a fair price, or does he seem like he's trying to skim?
You definitely got
Skim.
him down. It seems to be a fair price.
All right. I'll say, okay. Give us the location of your friend so we can track him down.
He's near the southern wall of Locke. Goes by the name of Juju.
Okay. We'll come back to you after we dealt with him, and then we can discuss further business.
Okay. And then as you turn around here, what do you think you're doing? And maybe you go and you see this individual holding a blasted pistol, smoking right now, a dead Rhodian on the ground with a blasted bullet through the head. And he is currently pointing a unwavering, steady blaster pistol, heavy, at the face of Cade.
Cade's smiling, and he's like, "Oh, I was just giving him a fighting chance, you know."
Why? You happen to be an associate of his.
No, I've never met the guy.
I'm gonna
I
ask
just
Kate,
figured that a drunk guy needs a chance, you know.
Kate, what
Everybody
did you
needs a
do?
second chance. What? You didn't have to go to that. You didn't have to shoot him in the head. You could have shot him in the knee.
Takar, what are
What
you
did you
saying?
do, Kate? No, I'm asking Kate. What did you do?
What did I do? All I did was give the guy a chance. He was drunk. There was no way he was going to die anyway. But
I'm gonna talk to the
especially
yeah, yeah.
this
You're
guy
right.
shot him in the head. He could have shot him in the leg. Instead, he went for the kill. Like that's messed up. Should be
I'm gonna
way
talk to the
like
guy. Be like, all right, we don't want anything to do with this. We'll just get along, and
If you
no one
wanted
has to
nothing
get
to
hurt.
do with this, your friend would have helped this duel between myself and some drunken idiot.
Listen,
So, there's an easy way to settle this. He puts his blaster pistol back into the holster. You stand in his place now.
okay. This can only end terribly. It's a car. He's probably gonna shoot me in the head. Just so you know. I will put my critical analysis on him, and I will walk to next to the Rhodian, kind of nudge him out of the way, and have my hand ready over my blaster as well. I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen?
So, I'll give you two information right now. This guy will probably take you both out if he wanted to. Which means, if you want to go through this as the way it's going right now, be my guest. If you want to try to get out of this, be my guest. Think about what you want to do here. We'll take a break right now. Think about this. You want to play this out? We can play this out. Um, let's take a
we
break.
taking a break switching
Yeah.
back, or are we taking a break like 15 minutes?
Oh, 12
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
All I'm saying is I have the same
right. Oh.
Wait
I
for
added the modifications to the ship, so it should be good for
Awesome.
now
Okay.
until we rename it.
Cool.
The only thing, I don't know how saving throws work for ships, but it's still treating the saving throw as +1.
I know like there's more ship things like deployments and all that. It's
Yeah.
there's a lot to go.
We'll get more to that later. Right now, because we're still only level 1, I want to get more acclimated to the rules itself, then we'll do a little bit slowly with the actual ship stuff.
Right.
I'm back. Sorry.
No worries. All right. And so, it's to, as our gunslinger and our non-gunslinger, but thanks, Michael, to stand up to this guy, do you go out to where, what do you do, Han and, sorry, not Han, Takar and Cade?
I mean, I don't have really. I would prefer not to get shot, personally.
What do you do?
Um,
Try to talk? Do you book it and run? Do you just pull a blast right now and shoot at him? What do you want to do?
Wait, just from looking instance, you said this guy could take on both of us.
He might be able to.
Okay.
Good
See,
chance
the
he might be
might-
able to.
the might
Okay.
makes me want to try it, though. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really do anything that's notable. I just watched the guy.
Well, you definitely gave him a significant advantage against this guy, which you
Yeah, but all I
intervened
did
in
was
a
look
duel.
at him. All I did was look at him. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was like pointing
You have
out
to
and
you
saying,
have
"Shoot
to
him
you have to
here."
give him some information. You can't just give look at someone. You have to give him some way to give him a better increase of hitting someone. So something
Gotcha.
happened to give him the bonus.
Gotcha. I mean, the guy's already been shot once. What do you think, Dakar?
I think we have more important things to do than get into
that's
fights.
true. Yeah, we do.
Like, I'm gonna talk to the gunslinger. Look, listen. What Kate or what he did, since I don't know if we're like on still first name basis. It was a mistake. Just let him be. He's drunk. Pretend to act drunk.
Oh, I am not pretending to act drunk. I don't drink.
Oh,
Like, Cade does not drink. He just kind of is just like. I mean, the guy brought you out here because he wanted to like prove that he was a man, and then you just shot him in the head. Like, that's messed up, man.
It's the way of the gunslinger.
I mean, that's fair, but was he a gunslinger, or was he just a guy that was drunk?
He claimed to be, which is why we did this after he offended me.
I'm definitely not a gunslinger. I don't even know how to use this thing, and I grab the blaster by the barrel, and I'm pointing the handle at him.
No one is that incompetent.
That's fair, and I accidentally shoot it at the ground.
You must be new here. Let me give you a bit of advice. Acting like you don't know anything will get many individuals worse than myself to take interest in you. I suggest you harden up. And he does turn around and walks away.
I shoot him at.
Thank
No, I'm
God.
just kidding. So far, the only time Cade has actually used his gun was he shot someone in the back.
Yeah. Now, to see if anyone actually saw you act this way in front of this guy. Vok, Matthew, roll me d20.
Yeah, 1.
15 or more? Then people saw what Kate said about himself. Okay.
It's an 11.
Luckily, no one overheard this incompetent gunfighter inside this town. All right.
All right, and I'm going to
Did
explain
he
to
just?
Kate. Okay, so we do have, we can sell some stuff that we have, but we need to do something for him to sell the rest. We need to head over to this person called Juju and deal with
Okay.
him.
Did he just leave this guy's corpse here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way of this land, I would assume. So
I'm gonna go bonus action search it.
Then a bonus action, just go over and search it.
Okay.
And you'll find you have like you got 6 credits on him, but also a blaster pistol.
Ooh. I'll pick up an extra blaster pistol.
Okay.
Nothing special about it. It's just a blaster pistol.
Nothing special about it.
6 credits.
It's just a blaster pistol.
I mean, if he's infamous in 12 systems with a blaster pistol,
That's what he
the
said.
other guy had like a heavy blaster
yeah.
pistol, right? Like that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was clearly lying, and the only reason he even hit the guy was because of me.
Yeah, that's why. Your thing helped that rodent out quite a bit.
I'm just gonna go pick up that blaster pistol and be like, it's not even modified or anything. Throw it into my backpack. Let's go. You said we're finding somebody named Juju?
If I had someone
Yeah.
named Juju.
Let's go.
and what he said
find this
was the
Juju.
deal. What are we gonna do? Like, just so I can remember, write it in my notes.
We have to like get something from him, right?
So he had some equipment that he took from this individual, and he wants it back to be able to essentially store the rest of the store,
Yeah.
the isotopes as well as the food.
Can my data pad access the ship? Like, can I send a message to the ship?
You got a comm link. You can talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, I will go through the comm link and send it over to the ship. Is anybody on board this ship?
No one's on board the ship.
I mean, the
We're on-
comic,
no one-
the comic will go to
Why
the
don't you
official
just
comic.
message us?
Y'all have like
Okay.
cell phones essentially.
Right.
Okay. I will send a text to the first thing I will do, because I think that Han Han is a telepath, I will think really hard about him knowing where I'm at, and then I'll send a text message to Vox saying that hey, we're trying to sell the goods, we're working on it.
Hmm.
Going to the south wall to find someone named Juju.
Okay. Han, Kate has a buyer. Someone named Juju in the south wall.
I see a wall to the south. I think you're right.
Mm. Bach like tilts his head at. I'm gonna insight check him.
Han Han.
How good is Han's telepathy?
It's not. It's a force power. It's just I don't know what the force is, so I thought he was just a telepath.
Well, I have Force Whisper.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah, but
but
I
Kate
don't
doesn't
know
have
that.
That doesn't help you receive.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, I don't have any kind of telepathy. I just think that you're a
I thought you were
telepath.
using an actual.
No, I have nothing. You used Force Whisper to me one time, and I don't know anything about it. So I think that you're just.
Oh.
I've never met anyone of your race, so I think you're all just telepaths.
I would, of course, in character perpetuate that, but right now
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything, so just void that.
Okay, alright.
No, you're just like, there's a wall out there.
South wall.
It's just a really good hunch.
Before we go meet up with them, we should check to see what this little bugger was up to. And I look at the crevice where he was hiding in and started to do the little zzz thing. And I just want to see what he was doing.
Give me a technology roll.
Can it be a piloting role?
Nope. Han,
Okay.
you also can give me a technology roll.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
18.
Not bad,
Not
not
bad,
bad.
No, 20.
There it is. Coming with my -1 on.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Han, you get the idea that it's trying to get to the circuitry. Much as you can tell with that. But Vok, The compartment that it was actually manipulating was for the um, life support of the ship.
Ooh.
They was trying to kill us.
Take a look at that droid. See if there's a maker's mark on it or something.
I will inspect the droid and see if there's any insignias or any telling signs of where it might originate from.
You can give me a either technology or perception roll. Either one will give you different information.
I'll do a perception on that one. All right.
Don't see a maker's mark on it.
Mm.
Okay.
How about you,
I can't
Vok?
do anything.
I'll roll perception. If that's
You both
okay.
are there.
Yeah.
You both don't know.
9.
This blaster hole is pretty big.
Yeah.
It was a good shot.
They blow up
Yeah.
the top of the thing. All right, what do you
Is
do?
this like one of those buzz droids? Is that what it is?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna shove it in my backpack if Han Han allows it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and we'll ask to see what it was. That thing was trying to kill us. It was trying to cut the life support.
It's got some similar capabilities to a buzz droid, but it's not a buzz droid.
I just called it a little bugger.
We'll show it to
Makes
Kay.
sense.
He can do anything.
What? No!
Kay might know what it is. All right, and so as all of you do go down to...
Before we go, I'd like to go pick up the Wookiee.
In the
Okay,
bar.
Yeah, just swing by real quick. That'll give them time to make.
he's
their
at the
way down.
bar. Pull him away from drinking. Give me a persuasion
Well, no,
roll.
I would lead with. I just found 6 credits. Can you take one for the road? That's what I would lead with. You want persuasion? You said.
He's enjoying his drinking right now.
Yeah,
He's a potential alcoholic.
that's fine. I don't judge as long as he's there when I need him to be there.
As
Yeah,
long as
man, I can't understand what you're saying. You're gonna have to give me. I will learn your language, but.
What's with you,
That's
damn rolls,
20.
everyone. All right.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I'm saying.
The
We're
Wookiee will down the last drink, slam it on the table, get up, grab his vibro sword, put it on his back, and will walk with you out.
duty calls.
Yeah, right. Like,
I may be a crippling alcoholic, but
Okay. So let's talk really quickly again about what this Wookiee is. He is a companion, or a follower, as it were, right now. Now, followers can do one of various things. Now, in this case, this follower is a individual that can take in some damage that all of you can acquire. Once per... Put up... Where's that? So this individual will, right now, he is an inexperienced guard, essentially. He's a Wookiee. And once you would be reduced to 0 HP, he could take it instead, but he'll be killed in the process. It's a way to take in, if it would drop you, to have him take it and he will be out.
okay.
All right, all of you do meet up, heading towards Juju's. And as you are, you're making your way towards the southern wall of this place. And as you're making your way there, you see that there's a number of debris around. You still see all of the general architecture, and it's more open here. You see the wall in the distance that would be able to sustain some pretty significant damage. And as you're getting here, you see there's a number of bins and some small areas to accommodate cargo and some items, small cargo pods, as well as looks like 3 structures to the south. And direction-wise, you're led to this individual being known as a junker known as Juju.
Okay. The whole time that we're walking, I want my critical analysis to have been on Takar because he was with me.
Okay.
This is the guy who wants to buy spice.
No. There's another guy that's going to buy everything but the spice, and he needs the equipment to transport stuff. The equipment's here. Apparently, this guy borrowed equipment and never gave it back or something. We're probably killing this guy for no reason. But, you
I
know.
would want to kill him.
Killing?
Yeah,
You
I
just
would
need to
assume.
convince him strongly.
I almost died in a street brawl just a minute ago. So and he's like totally exaggerating that there was like a whole shootout between a whole bunch of people. It was really just one dude. Only Takar knows, and he's a terrible liar. So if you roll an insight, you'll probably beat him. Oh yeah, you just missed out on this awesome. It was crazy. There were so many gunshots.
Han Han's eyes gloss over with admiration.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredible. Everybody was shooting everybody. I helped a Rhodian, and he still got shot in the head. By the way, Vok, did you know that heavy blaster pistols can kill Rhodians?
Do you like roll your eyes to Car?
Now I'm just gonna like look kind of confused, like where's this story coming from? There's nothing that I played out. There was 2 shots, but I'm not gonna say anything.
There were actually 3 shots. I shot the ground.
Oh yeah, there's 3 shots.
Technically true.
So the other gunslinger, another Rhodian?
Yeah, there was a Rhodian gunslinger who claimed to be like the best in like 12 different planets or whatever. He got shot in the head. He went quick, like not even. He shot first, hit the guy in the arm, and the guy was just like, you know what? No, boom, and just killed him. I was like, you could have shot him in the knee. That's messed up. And then I had to take cover because everybody started shooting at everybody.
Paul, are any of these scrap piles, or is there anything that I can climb up to kind of just like grab a vantage point?
Yeah, these 2 cargo pods right here would definitely accommodate a bit of a observation of the area. The buildings to the south, most likely where Juju's home is, are roughly 1 story high, so you probably won't be able to see the top of them, but you'll get a general overview of the area.
Yeah. Han's a climber, so he's just gonna start climbing on things. That's what he does. So.
I'm gonna look at Han. Think what he doing. I'm likely just gonna go knock at front door. Is there like a front door? I don't know.
There's a door. You can't really see it. It's a door right here.
All right.
So are we actually hunting this guy?
I don't know
We're
if
just
we're
gonna-
hunting him. We're gonna talk first.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
then
talk.
If he says no, you know what to do. Just keep walking.
We want property, not blood. Got it.
Here, let me draw. You can't really see on
Well,
this map. There
I kind
are
of want blood right
there's a
now.
door right here, and there's also a door right here.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna knock on this main door. I would assume this is the main.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna stand right there.
I'm gonna take cover behind this barrel. That's probably an explosive.
Good
Well, it's
call.
not red, so.
That's true.
true.
It's not red.
As you knock on the door, Takar, you hear from the comms. What do you want? I don't recognize you. Move over to the left a little bit so I can see you. No, you're left. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, okay, no. Yes. Okay, go back.
And I'm gonna like sigh, just like, ah. Alright. Juju?
Yes, that is my name, Juju. I own this reputable shop. What do you want? What are you here for?
Applico Brunel wants his equipment back. He requested it.
He hears some banging from inside the building, and the door opens up. And when it does, you see a individual that is roughly about 4.5 feet high, but is wearing a large helmet, does have some green hands, a good bit of a cloak, and, well, does look a little unusual. And here is the inside of the building as it does open. This is Juju, which you'll see in chat.
Oh.
Mm.
Cool. I'll move over here.
The parts are not ready.
Not ready.
No.
Is he
Brunel
lying?
needs the equipment now. It's not a matter of discussion.
Damn, Takar, you want blood too.
No. Well, like out of character, he wants to sell this stuff. He doesn't want to wait. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to say, I mean, I know we were just in this massive shootout. I mean, I can't believe they threw a thermal detonator in town.
What?
but he's just trying to convince. Like, he hasn't threatened. He hasn't used any weapons yet. But
Yeah.
Uh,
I was
the,
like, what? Thermal detonator?
the equipment, it really isn't ready. I need to get parts of it repaired. And he does fidget a little bit. Doesn't say where it's at, but well, why can't he come here himself? This is completely wrong. Why did he send you? Tell him that he needs to come here and talk to me himself, not you.
he's up. He's occupied at the moment.
Can I roll insight?
You
Yeah,
can.
that's what I was thinking. Is he like lying to us?
13.
You can't quite tell too much, but he's kind of fidgeting his hands a little bit.
Can I tell where he's looking?
He's looking to the left. Or his left, so over here.
Okay. I'm just gonna start walking that way.
You gonna go inside?
Dang.
Yeah, right. Like I'm like.
He probably should have opened his front door to a bunch of strangers, but
I almost feel bad.
It's not really gonna be any useful for that. Really, it's not ready.
Oh, where is it though?
How can we make it ready?
Well, I'm trying to repair it. I ended up breaking it and haven't been able to repair it. And I don't want to give it back to him. I've been trying to stall some time. If you can repair it, then I'd be willing to give it back to you. Or I'll just, damn it, dang it. It's not working right now. The equipment, I broke the equipment on accident.
Okay.
Alright.
Where
Can I
is the
open this door?
equipment? Yeah. Is it?
You
Is the
just go
equipment in
open
that
this
room?
door.
Oh, it's locked. The door's closed.
I'm gonna ask him where the equipment is. Is the equipment in that room?
He resigns and hits a stud on the console next to him, which does have the door open up. And you can see into the interior at this point in time. It's a small little bay. And there are a couple containers, and one of them does seem to be a kind of like a shielded container that would accommodate the radioactive isotopes as well as the refrigeration, the cooling of the food grade materials. But you can see the side panel is down on the ground and is full of really like burnt and destroyed wires.
All right, fine. I go marching in.
How about a proposition?
I'm listening.
Uh,
I
you,
lean down.
you're not the typical crew that little guy uses. So how about you put in some extra equipment, and then I'll let you take it, and I'll give you 100 credits.
Say what now?
Yeah. What?
You want us to take extra stuff from you?
No. He comes by. He goes to this locker right here. He opens the locker and he scrambles. He looks through some items. He pulls out what looks like a circuit board. Put this inside the box for me. Pick it up. I'll give you 100 credits if you don't say anything.
Don't do it. Don't screw with your employer. Trust me, it's never.
I
worth it.
go over to it and I pick it up and I examine it.
Technology roll.
Technology. Yeah. 19.
It's a remote-controlled ion emitter. It would set some ion waves around the area to disrupt electronics.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll put this in there and I'll walk into the other room while he's not looking and throw it in my backpack.
He's
Wait, you throw it
gonna.
in your backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna use it.
He's gonna watch.
Oh, he's gonna watch?
Yeah, he watches. As you go in the room, he comes with you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
You know technology, right?
no me? Yeah.
No, not you. The
Juju.
junker. Juju.
Here, I'll make
You
sure
know old
so you can see.
electronics and droids and that kind of thing?
I know a little bit of droids, but I don't know how to do certain specific electronics.
Right, but could you identify something for me?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, I pulled the little
Okay. He
spider-like
turns around
droid
and
on
I
this
throw that
table.
in my backpack.
Right
I'm
there.
gonna like very quickly repair this thing and then
Oh,
throw
some
the
good
circuit board in
distraction.
my backpack.
Oh, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. Well, I can tell you what it is, but it's gonna cost you some information.
50 credits enough?
100 credits.
I was thinking 75.
Give me a. Let's see. Is there a negotiation skill or persuasion? Give me a persuasion.
Oof.
100 credits. And I'll tell you exactly what this is. I know exactly what this is. The fact that you're asking me lets me know that you might want to know what this is.
I do want to know what this is. For the 100 credits, I also want to know if you can identify where it came from.
That one? No. Come back to me. Can't do that.
That'd be worth 150 to me.
That would be worth about 300 credits. I'll tell you what. 100 credits. I'll say what it is. Afterwards, if you think it's worth knowing where it came from, 200 more credits.
Okay.
All right, remove 100 credits. This little droid here is used by some individuals to run down some incoming ships that seem to be new to Lock Stronghold. Your case in point, they tend to shake down a crew by offering a means of survival when it comes to the ship. They do a bit of a bogus theory about some of the energy around the planet itself, the atmospherics, does cause some ships to have an issue with its life supports once they go in and out of the system. And they ask you to pay for some insurance to make sure your ship is going to be fine for this, to not be affected by the radiation. And this red right here would pretty much make sure that you succumb to them taking over your ship because you don't pay them.
Can I have fixed
Gamers.
this crate?
Give me a technology roll. You get it repaired.
23. Cool. And I throw the circuit board in my backpack, and then is this door right here open?
It is not.
Is there a panel to open it?
There is a panel.
Okay, I walk over and I open it and I push the Wookiee would have been with me, but I don't have control over him. You know what I'm saying? So I would have him like drag them over. You know what I'm saying?
If you go to the controls, it is locked right now. You can try to hack it if you want to.
Sure.
It's the current Han. What are you doing?
Is there a window or anything on this building that Han can go look at out of curiosity?
There are no windows, But if you're looking for anything that might be there specifically, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Nothing specific. He's just kind of curious. He's just checking it out. Just
It's
seeing.
the only room we haven't been in yet.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Okay. Let me do that then.
Okay.
Oh, please.
There's a door, but beyond that, there's no windows at all inside the structure completely. Juju speaks back to you, Buck. So, you're gonna have a potential group of people looking to shake you up for some credits. If you know who it is, do a number of credits, or you can just find out yourself when it happens.
I'm gonna yell out, is it Nim?
No, not Nim.
Okay, not the mayor.
If we pay our tithe on what we sold here, will we have problems with this group?
Most likely not.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay.
You can keep the droid if you want.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. And he's occupied with the droid, and because he's occupied, if you want to hack through this door, give me another technology roll there, Cade.
I rolled one, it was a 22.
Oh, okay.
The second
so-
one there, yeah.
You get through, you activate the controls. Oh, so, okay. He's occupied with the droid, so he just hits the stud, and the alarm that's on his console turns off, and the Wookiee just drags out this container onto the ground.
I'm gonna say, take it to the ship, and I will pass him a chip with how many credits I got? I have less and less by the day. 21 credits on it.
To the Wookiee?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll be like, take it to the ship, and you can go back to drinking. Sorry, I didn't realize we weren't fighting nothing.
The Wookiee shrugs. He heaves that container on his shoulder and starts walking downwards. At that point in time, Juju does walk to where you are. Okay, did you put the device in? Like I
My
asked?
Wookiee friend's already taken it over. I told him to take it to the ship, but I should probably have him to take it over to the what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
So
But
I'll be like,
did you
hey,
install
wait,
it?
take it over. Yeah.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
We're gonna use my inspiration that I just got to make this a little better here. There we go.
Okay.
There it is.
Fantastic. Okay.
Ooh.
And ultimately, the exchange, 100 credits, nothing exchanges. Okay, well, you let him know that, yeah, that's all fine now.
All right. And I'll catch the Wookiee and be like, hey, we're actually taking it to the shop right by the cantina. If you want to do that, that'd probably be better. Get you closer there.
He'll shake his head and he'll go to where that cantina is.
Hey, guys, we should follow the Wookiee.
I marked the Wookiee as my quarry so I can track him better.
Good. Does anyone do anything before they leave this area if they want to?
Hun's hand would hover over the door release, and then he would be like, I probably shouldn't. And he would just go meet up with the group as they're leaving.
Okay.
Okay.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Wrong universe. Long time ago.
Okay. As we're heading over, I would tell them. Well, Takar already knows because Takar was in the room.
Yeah.
But I would make sure Cade and Han know that we really need to pay our taxes.
Well, as soon as we sell this stuff, we can pay our taxes.
Yeah.
Well, that's only like, you mean the life support scam thing?
Yeah, and probably Nim would protect us from whatever gangs were around.
Yeah, that's
if
fair.
we
I say we do like a good 250 credit donation. You know what I'm saying? A donation to the town would probably get us a
Tax
little bit
write-off.
of favor.
Oh, they
Yeah.
probably have an established, like, because Nim is like the governor.
Yeah.
Right? So he probably has an established tithe, and we should just pay that.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna
First,
call
let's
that for.
sell all of our wares.
All of you go to Aplicos, and the Wookiee brings in the container. Fantastic! Put it down. Put it down. All right, it's finally here. Well,
Before you do anything,
Yes?
I go into my backpack and pull out the board, and I show it to him, and I say, "Juju wanted me to put this in there, and I didn't."
that scoundrel. Well, makes sense. I did the same thing to him 2 rotations ago. That's
How
fine.
much does
You
this
can
thing
keep it if you
worth?
want to.
How much is it worth?
Probably about 100 credits.
You want it?
I wouldn't keep that around us. Like,
Yeah.
wait, it was supposed to like deactivate all.
It's
What was
a.
it?
Let me take a look. He takes and looks at it. Oh, it's a remote activated ion impulse. One use, but it's like essentially taking an ion blaster and hitting something with it.
Oops.
Cool. So we don't have the trigger for it.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
No.
we can set one up.
Well,
But
I'm
what if,
sure that Juju
Juju has
already
it?
I
has
think
it.
you have it. Yeah.
Well, I can recalibrate if you want to. 50 credits, I'll recalibrate. You can have it. It's a one-time use, though.
Yeah, sure. I'll spend 50 credits on it. Who knows? We never know when we might need to stick it to a droid and let it go kapoof.
Okay. Well, let's break
Uh,
down that you
50
have
credits.
an inventory.
Hey,
Ion
420 credits.
emitter.
Is that an item, or do I just need to add it?
You have to add it. It's a custom one. So let's make a custom ion emitter. I can do that myself too. If you need help, let me know. But anyways, he'll go ahead and take the stuff off of you for full-on credits now. So if you want to, you take in what's going to be 9, 10, 1,500 credits. You can add into the party bantha.
Oop, that's not what I wanted.
How much do we owe to the esteemed governor of this town?
We don't
Oh,
owe
we can ask
anything.
him maybe. What's the Plico? What's the rates on what you said taxes?
There's
Yeah,
no
the tithe.
taxes here, or tithes.
Yeah.
So,
Plico, one more thing.
So if there's no taxes or tithes or anything, who's running a scam with little droids screwing up your life support?
Oh, yeah, that. Well, if I get some credits back, I'll let you know.
Let's just go ask to somebody who looks official.
Yeah, but
Good luck finding
there's
someone
not,
official.
Yeah, there's not really official.
Just someone really well armed.
Here, I pull out
Someone
two
who follows the
blaster
way of the
pistols.
gunslinger.
How about these 2 blaster pistols? Will that be enough?
That'll do. I'll take those. He takes them, put it down. Yeah, the one that's doing this is... It's Sandar and his crew. Sandar Foss.
Is that
Write
with
this
2
down.
A's?
We're gonna go kill this person.
Sandar Foss, he's a local entrepreneur that does like to make a bit of credits by targeting ships and crews for a fee to protect them against some radiation that he says is around this planet.
Okay. How much to know where he lives?
200 credits. I'll let you know exactly where he lives.
I got 99 credits left. How much do you?
Well, how much do you need?
You said
I need
200.
101 credits.
200
Maybe
credits. He'll let you know
101.
exactly where he lives.
I have 420 right now, and I don't want to lose that.
Couldn't we take it off the party loot?
Yeah, take another party.
Yeah, there's 1,800 credits in the party loot.
Here,
You have almost
well,
2,000 credits.
Can we short you 1 credit so we're even numbers? We're selling a bunch of stuff to you. Surely that's worth 1 credit.
Fine.
Yes.
199.
Yes.
Okay, so 1,400 in the party bantha because Bach will cover 99 credits.
Cool. Where's he live?
Where does
Watch
he
it,
live?
watch it be next door. It's like, wow, we should have investigated first.
There's a reason this map must continue, isn't it?
You guys aren't thinking of killing him, are you?
Yes. No.
No. Let's just beat him up.
Yeah, and then he does the same thing to somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't have to kill him. You're right. We could capture him.
I will not be a part of the killing. Crosses his arms.
Now keep in mind, we are doing force alignment. So if you do something that would seem like dark side-ish, you will start going down that tree. Eventually, you will lose your character, so keep that in mind. Obviously, doing a bad thing, but if you straight up just murder the guy, you might acquire some dark side.
He's trying to kill us, though.
I know,
Yeah,
he's
This
trying
is
to go.
random
self-defense,
strangers.
right?
He's
He's just trying to
scam us.
scam us. He's just trying to make some
Yeah,
credits.
but he's trying to destroy our life support system.
Oh yeah,
On
he's
our
absolutely
ship.
trying to kill
Nah.
us.
Yeah, that will
Targeting
kill somebody.
newcomers.
Yeah, that
Life
is straight
support.
up
Life
murder.
support.
We need to shut it down. Just he
I
doesn't have
say
to die,
we
I
show up.
guess.
We kill at least one person. One of his guards that stands in the way. We should probably kill. That'll send a good message. It's probably a droid, and we now have an ion emitter that I could just like strap to my chest and blow up.
Kind of look at the data to see if there's a bounty out on Sanderfoss.
That's a good idea.
There is not.
Ah,
Ooh, what if we took a bounty on him?
Then you have to pay your own bounty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could pay ourselves,
claim
and
our
we
own
would look
bounty.
like the good guys, right?
No.
Alright. I think we fixed the life support thing and we just.
Well,
Cut
it
them
never,
all.
because you got there before it actually happened, so it never actually happened. It cut from the planning, but never actually manipulated the life support of the ship.
Yeah, but I can't guarantee that it didn't happen after we left.
That's true.
And also, this guy's being kind of a dick.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
mean-
him to stop being a dick to random people.
That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: if you kill him, is it really going to stop it? Somebody else will just take over.
Yeah, it'll stop for a couple days. And if he's killing people that don't pay, I could save at least a dozen people's lives.
Yep. Like I said, I agree with putting him in the ground. He was trying. That would have gotten us killed potentially if we didn't know.
There is no local
mean-
law enforcement here, right?
Oh, there probably is.
There-
but
there-
probably.
The
On
local law
his
enforcement are NIMS patrollers. They'll keep the general peace, but they're not the general, like, Coruscant law enforcement. Like, they're not legitimate police at all.
Right.
Yeah.
They're monsters.
They're here to make sure the place doesn't explode.
So we sold everything that was not illegal to this guy,
Yeah.
correct?
So essentially, you got rid of everything except for the protein steroids.
Okay.
Well, I see your point. Maybe we should ask permission to handle this.
You want to go talk to the governor?
Or one of his associates.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a bad idea, doing it the right way. I still want to kill the guy, though. I really do. I'm out for blood after that big gunfight that happened.
Maybe he says we handle it. Maybe he says we're not allowed to touch the guy.
That's true.
But either way,
But
I think
we could just intimidate him into not doing it to us ever again.
that's true. But if he's like, I mean, he's a local entrepreneur. He's probably independent.
We should go talk to him too, because he
Yeah.
might be able to help us change the name of our ship.
This is true.
I'm with you guys.
Well, we should
Go
go
ahead.
to definitely someone official to see if we can deal with this.
Okay. Is there like a police officer or whatever they are, the patrollers running around?
There are patrollers walking around, yeah.
I'll go flag one of them down. Like, hey,
What do you want?
we need to talk to somebody that's a little higher up for some business that's been going on.
Well, do you try speaking to Nim? If he's ever around.
Yeah. That's what I assumed. Hey, what do you know about this Sandar guy?
Sandar. That name does ring a bell. Caused a bit of trouble for some folk, but does bring some money to the lovely folk here, I imagine, as well.
He likes tampering
If
with other
you're
people's stuff.
if you're curious, you can speak to Uska. Uska knows about Sandar.
And where's Uska?
Uska is gonna be in one of the governmental buildings here. He points to the north, which is over here, which is a building that does handle some of the governmental activities. That's not the actual stronghold inside of Locke.
Hey guys, why is there a 7 by the starport?
It's
We're
Starport
in
7.
docking port 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
dog. Okay, I was like, why is there just a random 7?
It's a countdown.
I was like, is our ship about to explode?
Got 7 seconds.
Yeah, let's go to. We'll go talk to Uska. I'll let somebody else do the talking because I'm kind of not in the mood for talking right now. I'm ready to. I didn't get to fight a guy, and I really wanted to.
I mean,
And then
he might give us permission, and then we blast up the place.
Yeah. Fine. Go ahead. You want to talk to him? You can talk to him. I'm gonna get in line and just kind of mope.
As you go to the governmental building here, and you enter inside, you see that there's a number of people moving about, various species, between Twi'leks as well as Bothans and some even Celestins. There's a human individual that just kind of sees you. There's a bunch of droids, mouse droids, going about sending paperwork, or not paperwork, but sending essentially notices, whatnot, for all around the actual running of this city. For the most part, you've been ignored right now.
Can we, is there anyone that's not talking? Anyone that's free?
There's some. They're just doing some paperwork or some administrative work.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, alright, excuse us. We're looking for Uska.
Who's asking?
New travelers. We're here to complain about Sandar and want to discuss what our options are.
One moment. And he speaks to his comlink. Uska, I've got some fresh people here asking about Sandar. Send them in. Alright. Puts comlink down. He points to down the hallway. Uska's office is there.
Thank you.
Alright. We go walk in, I assume?
Wait.
When you go into the office of Uska, you're going to see what looks like an unusual species of an individual. It does have at his side a unusual pet. Green-like, bit of scales on the back, but the individual you're talking to right now, Uska himself, does have black eyes and kind of like gills for ears. This is Uska. So, you're asking about Sandar. What exactly are you looking to know about this individual? He's been on my radar for some time now.
We're looking to.
Is he under protection?
He's not under protection per se, but he does spread a bit of the wealth around his and his cronies. They operate in a little bit part of Locke here in the north.
Well, he's causing quite some trouble, and he almost tried to scam us. So we're trying to see if we can get some payback and see if he's under protection from your men.
This is Locke. What do you expect? Everyone's trying to gain an angle, trying to gain credit, trying to gain wealth and power over one another.
All right, I'm going to speak into Huttese. Speak in Huttese, I'm going to say the Hutts really do not appreciate being hassled.
First off, let's do one thing. Let's talk about
Okay.
prestige, reputation, essentially. Right now, your reputation is 0. You don't have any at the moment. How this is used is once you gain higher prestige reputation, it goes in value from 1 to 20. You do a d20 roll plus your prestige, in this case 0, and if you roll over the DC of the area, then they will know who you are. Now, in this case, because they might know who you are because of the bounty, you have to roll this no matter what. He might actually know who you are. And so typically, when you are at a location that they don't know, that you essentially your name hasn't been spread out to them, so another location from where you've been established, it would be at disadvantage. But because of the fact that it's a bounty board right now that just came out from this location, a normal roll. Someone go and roll me a d20 base. DC is 10. And if you roll over 10, which you didn't, doesn't know who you are. So he hasn't probably seen the actual bounty for all of you.
I mean, that could be a good thing.
Could be.
Yeah, probably.
Sendar has caused a bit of trouble, but he's been thrown inside of a cell more than one time. Has gotten out pretty fast, so he probably has someone vouching for him. Whether that be Nim himself, another Hutt, or another powerful individual I even don't know myself. But he does shake up crews that land here.
Look, any qualms if we take him off the board?
To me, I don't care. To whoever he works for? Possibly. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Your judgment call. But if you bring a firefight and destroy buildings, we're gonna talk.
Well, I heard a thermal detonator went off earlier, and I didn't see you guys do anything.
Case busts out
Thermal
laughing.
detonator didn't go off.
Look, I have it on very good authority that thermal detonator went off.
And I know this part of the town, one did not go off. I would know immediately. Whoever you heard that from is definitely speaking up Storm.
But blaster shots are fine. Duels and things.
Like I said, it's luck. The people here are ones that need to survive and need to stand up tall because they'll be treaded upon and crushed underfoot. The Empire doesn't control here because the Empire knows better.
Right.
So out
we'll
of
try not to destroy any
curiosity,
buildings.
if the Empire was after some people and they came here, would that make you more or less likely to go after them?
If there were people here that were wanted by the Empire, we might just hand them over. But then
Wait.
again, if they're a benefit to us, we'll see.
Well, what other problems do you have going on Locke that need dealt with?
Nothing really that I have trouble with, but if you're looking to get some work here, I know Bullard has been looking to get something taken care of, has been asking for some people in cantinas lately.
Is that the hyperdrive dealer?
It is.
Sounds good. We need to talk to him anyway.
All right. Any bounties out?
Any bounties? This is a safe haven for everyone. I won't point in a direction, but there would be a lot of people here that have bounties on their heads. The thing is,
Okay.
if everyone started hunting for bounties around here, this place would be destroyed non-stop, completely over and over. So, bounties in lock are not taken. Once you leave lock airspace, I don't care. But in lock, bounties are not taken.
Understood.
Okay.
Personal grudge, fine though, right?
Like I said, I don't care about Sandar, but whoever he works for. Whether small
I
or
mean,
big
we
game,
could
I
just
don't know.
go beat him up and then make him tell us who he works for, and then go after them.
That's what I'm saying. We should just
We
do
just
a
got
good old proper
permission.
beatdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got permission to deal with
Yeah,
it.
that's true. So
If we
should we
want to.
talk about? Should we go see the prices? Yeah, let's head out. We'll go see what the price is to fix our hyperdrive and to make our ship look pretty again. I can't believe you guys let a droid onto our ship to start messing it up. That is kind of
I
wild.
blasted it before any damage was done.
Well, I appreciate that. Han, is this true?
Sorry, what? I was staring at it, the pet,
Yeah, what is that thing?
that little creature thing.
Oh, that's known as Doti. It's something I acquired off of, I think it was actually, what planet was it? You know? Let's see. It was
Well,
on
he's a
Zolan.
cute little guy. Han's gonna go for a pet.
You got 3 more arms. I'd do it.
Actually, 5 more arms.
Oh yeah, your legs are arms. That's hard to remember. So that
Oh, you're
droid
gonna
was
pet the
closer to
creature?
you than it was a spider.
Oh, true.
This is just a baby. These little things take years and years to grow. Some say as large as a Rancor.
Oh
Dang. We need to get one of those.
no,
There's
no.
no way we
It
can.
I
won't
don't think
fit on the
we
ship.
have anywhere to store it. Yeah.
We can get you a what do I think would fit for you? I mean, we could get you like a womp
Or-
rat.
I'll take a
we're not gonna-
Kowakian lizard monkey or tree monkey, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, well,
We'll try.
Well,
to
thank
find
you, Uska,
something.
for the information.
Yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate it. Let's get a bounty.
thank you, Mr. Marshall, sir.
It just like runs, full sprints out, just like all 6 arm legs going all at the same time. So Cantina first. Because we should at least know how much it's going to cost. That way we can put a down payment on it, then take care of our business, and then do whatever he needs done. He might send us to go kill Sandar.
That's wishful thinking.
Got it.
Kind of want to do with Sandar now, but okay. Yeah.
Well,
I
we
mean,
can. I don't think Sandor's gonna have a whole group with him.
I think
we
he's
can
gonna have at
decide
least
to-
4 or 5 people.
that's what I'm saying is all you got to do is go throw a thermal detonator in there. I mean, you should have seen the street.
We can't blow up buildings.
Yeah, I don't know how someone who says they're in charge
Doesn't
didn't
know
know
about a
about-
thermal detonator. Like, come on! It was right down the street.
Must be bad
We're
at
gonna
his
walk
job.
Right past it. I'm gonna go to like a pile of rubble. Like I'm gonna go over
I'm
and
gonna
like
look for
walk near
the-
this, and I'm gonna be like, "That's where it went off, man. There's
I'm gonna
nothing
call-
left of that like grain bin that was there."
I'm gonna look over the block and just tell him there was no detonators.
Kate told me. Kate doesn't lie. He's not even proficient in lying. If he was lying to me, I would know.
I mean, I told you could roll. I rolled like a 10.
Yeah, and Bach just believed you.
It's poor Vok.
So I guess the question is, do you want to go to Sandar's? You want to go to the cantina? Or you want to go to Bullet's actual business?
Let's go see Bullard. Let's do that real quick.
Yep. Hold
Oh.
on, went to the wrong place.
Cantina.
Where is it?
It's
over here.
currently 11 o'clock in galactic lock time.
So that's like almost midnight.
Yeah.
So he
Probably gonna be closed.
would probably be
His
at the
shop's probably
cantina
closed.
looking for
Yep.
people, right? So let's go to cantina.
Let's see, there it is.
I'm gonna tell Vok about the gunslinger on the way and be like, I think you could have taken him.
Mm.
I know I couldn't.
I don't know. You're telling me about the special blaster that only kills Rhodians.
No, I was just saying I've seen you get smacked in the face like 7 times. You always get back up fine. That other roadie, we pass his body and I point at it. Look, he got shot in the head and just dead instantly.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's still just laying there.
You search him?
Yeah, I done sold his blaster to that other guy.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you got 2 blasters from.
One of them I got on the station, and then one of them I got there. I still have mine. Also, I pointed the hole where I shot the ground.
Is that one Twi'lek chick still on the ship?
No, she
Just-
was.
No, she left with Crotney.
Oh, okay. So nobody's holding down the fort.
No.
There's an unconscious guy. And the
He
ship has
probably
an AI.
ain't gonna be there. Yeah, the ship does have an AI.
Yeah, it's ChatGPT.
Ship is
Oh,
gonna
where's
be
the
gone
gunslinger
when you
guy?
get there.
Did he leave? No, it's
Ships are
Clippy.
really easy to steal in Star Wars. You don't
I
need to
see
do very
another
much.
Twi'lek babe.
I see a double Rhodian.
Yeah, you gonna take that guy on? Hey, where's the gunslinger at? Is he still here?
No, he's gone.
Oh, good.
I'm going in.
As you go
That's
inside,
better than the mess with 2 Rhodians.
you see there's a bit of people walking around, doing other things. You see that there's not a stage, but there's a VIP area that you definitely can see a red-skinned Twi'lek is at right now, by herself. Other individuals are here. There's a droid cleaning the counter. There's a droid walking behind the bar. Individual that's over here. Sees all of you. Oh, welcome. What can I get you anything? Got some Corellian Ale. Got some actually some Deveronian fire wine.
I look at the bartender and I order the cheapest, crappiest drink.
Some Corellian Ale it is then. And
What's your strongest?
that's Deveronian fire wine.
I'll have a cup of that.
All right.
How much
I will
do
take a Mugen tea.
What's the question?
How much does it cost?
1 credit for that. But what did Han said? I think.
Oh,
I'll pay
I
for
just
drinks
said I'll
for
order
everybody.
a Mugen tea.
What's a Mugen tea?
I don't have it.
What do you mean? You don't have a Mugen tea?
No, never heard of it before.
Do you have any tea?
This is a cantina, son. No, there's no tea here.
I'll take a water then.
All right. He fills up water and gives it to you.
Actually, just like Everclear.
The Deveronian fire wine is going to cost you 10 credits.
All right.
I got it. I'll spend 10.
Wait, no.
I'll
you
buy
didn't give
drinks
it.
for everybody.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, I done spent 10 credits now.
All right. All right.
Oh.
Thank you, Gabe.
Alright.
Next one's on me.
I'll look at Vok. You want something to drink?
I want a hyperdrive.
That's fair. I'm gonna try to find this guy's name that I forgot, but I wrote it down. I will look for Ballard. I'm gonna go up to the bartender and be like, "Hey, is Ballard here?"
Yes, he is. And he'll point to a booth nearby. And I'll show you exactly who this guy is.
Please let it be the Authorian. Please let it be the Authorian. Please let it be the Authorian.
Wait, why? Is there some reasons?
I speak Athors and Huttese.
Not going to be that, unfortunately.
Oh.
He is over here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of creatures do speak galactic base, so.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
really
some of them
work.
have vocal cords that don't work with it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
kind of walk around and like as I'm going, I'm just gonna kind of like look at everybody in here and see if they've all got like weapons and what kind of weapons they have.
They
and
all
if
got
they
weapons.
And if they are pointing them in my general direction.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna, when Vought gets close to me over here, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you think you can take that guy?" And point at the kid, kind of like point my pinky out at the guy that we passed when we walked in.
Oh, the Deveronian?
Yeah, you think you can take him out round 2?
Can I insight check to gauge him?
Go for it.
No.
Ooh.
24?
If all 4 of you fought, maybe.
Maybe.
So what do you say?
Probably.
You think you can take it by yourself?
If it was a gunfight.
I instantly pick up on what you're putting down, and I say, "Yep."
I could probably
talk
take
these
him in a
guys.
fist fight.
Oh, you think so?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, did you see the one that hit Vok? It sent him like 10 feet back. He like rolled across the floor, scraped up against the wall.
Fists are kind of my thing, though.
Yeah, but just
Do
because
like a
you
little
got-
shadow boxing demonstration.
No, please don't. Please don't. We might get shot if you start swinging your fists in here.
We likely don't want
Outside,
to
sure.
fight.
Yeah.
We
well,
might raise
I mean,
notice to our bounty. Even if they can't claim it here, they can take our dead body and claim it somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
well, I mean, why are... So? This is safe haven.
A safe like that means that they can't claim our bounty.
Yeah, we
Here.
have to take us off planet.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not even worth all that much. And then I walk up here.
20k.
Didn't you just
Well,
get out of a
Who are your
firefight, Cade?
parents?
Yeah, and it was awesome. You missed it.
What's a little fist fight gonna do then?
I am not good with my fists. I hold up, I like flex my muscles, and they're like real small arms, real thin and wiry. It's just like I'm not good at it. I'm gonna walk up to Ballard and be like, "Hi. I was told you
Hello.
sell potential parts for ships."
Yeah, I am a mechanic by trade. It's like here in the lovely backwater world of the universe.
I need a hyperdrive. I'm just gonna straight up
Straight
say
to
it.
business.
Direct to the point.
Yep. Yep.
What class ship?
It's
Spectre
Navigator
class.
class.
Medium.
Navigator,
medium.
yeah, I guess. Navigator Spectre class.
Yeah, Spectre. That's right. It's a Spectre class.
Sleek ship.
Not anymore. It ain't. It can't go nowhere. How much would that normally cost?
I do got something. Normally that would cost about 15,000 credits to have one replaced. But he looks over at you, Cade, and then he sees Vok. Now, I'm curious, Takar and Han, are you two watching him, or are you two at the bar, like, where are you two positioned at right now?
I'm at the
They were
bar.
in the shadow boxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's over there shadow boxing. I kind of walked away from him
While
to
sitting.
get over here.
Kind of sitting at a side angle, like with a chair.
Well, I mean, I would have a Wookiee to one flank, and I'd have Vok to the other flank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You gotta bring that Wookiee.
Yeah.
I expect to bring him in.
it's like, I mean,
Even
clearly, I
intimidation
mean,
factor.
yeah, yeah. Like, I got one with a big old rifle and one with a big old sword, and I'm just walking in.
Well, I do got a bit of a crew about you. What's your name?
Cade.
Cade, sit down.
Okay.
You and your... I imagine the Spectre class ship does have accommodation for a bit of a crew. Why don't you bring a crew here? I have an
Okay.
offer.
I think really hard for a second. My face scrunches up, and I think really hard at Han, and then nothing happens. So I send a text to everybody but Han.
There's no text in here.
No, I just go on the calmly. I'm like, all right, guys, come on over here.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna chug my drink and go over.
All right. Falk will take like a 5-foot step, just like right here, and just lean against the wall.
Definitely a bit of a crew, it looks like. Well, you want this hyperdrive. You got 15,000 credits?
No, but I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay. I want something. We'll do a trade. There's an area that is roughly 10 clicks to the west of Lock, brain fart, Lock Fort, Lock Stronghold. It's an abandoned bunker. There's my shop I use. I have to pay for the energy from Nim, which is quite a hassle. In my travels a little bit a while ago, I came across this bunker still under power. This is during the Separatist Wars. Whatever's powering that facility should be a small reactor. Bring that out. Give it to me. I'll give you the hyperdrive. I'll even install it myself.
And we could also be in the lookouts for a potential mechanic at all times to stay as part of the crew. If you're interested in that, potentially.
My days of travel's over.
Well, try.
I got a bum leg now. Got attacked by some unusual animals a while back. I think it was a Nexu. Since then, I'm on the ground.
Gotcha. Hey, what do you know
Can we
about
do
this
this favor
Sandar
for you?
fella that tried to mess with my ship?
Sorry, one question. Get back to you in a second here, Cade. Where's your question, Takar?
No, I was gonna ask him. So we do this favor for you, and we get the hyperdrive for free or at
For
a
free.
reduced cost?
I'll install it.
Are we
I'm gonna-
transporting
I'm
this
gonna look
reactor
over.
back?
Well, you have to procure a vehicle at least. I don't have a transport that can do that, so you have to get one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen to have a loader droid, would you?
Me? No. I got small droids, nothing to do that, so. But if the facility is what I think it potentially might be, there should be some inside.
Okay.
Was it like a ex biker gang or something? Or what would like a a swoop gang? Swoop gang?
What vehicles would they use on this planet? Just general question. Like
Whatever
speeders or-
works.
Speeders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, speeder cars, speeder trucks. Reposo sleds for cargo, like what he's asking right now. To carry a small reactor would probably require a Reposo sled or a repulsor truck.
Is this bunker military in nature?
It was during the Separatist Wars.
CIS or Republic?
CIS.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get on that.
Yeah. About 18 years ago, they took over this planet from Nim. Nim was able to just take it back eventually, but they had a presence here. In fact, they actually controlled this stronghold. It was just a building around here before Nim took it back and then built a city around it.
All right.
Good to know.
Anyway, your question now that you're asking, Cade?
Yeah, I was gonna see if he knew anything about Sandar trying to mess with my ship while it was sitting over there.
If anything, Sandar sends me a bit of business if he doesn't get himself killed eventually.
That might be the problem that he's just set himself up for.
And he's got some backing from someone, but he does shake down individuals if they don't pay him some tithe. The ship tends to get grounded afterwards. He steals off with their cargo, and they come to me for repairs. So ultimately, makes me business.
All right.
We just don't tell him that we're gonna deal with him.
I go back over to where my drink was that I just completely left on the bar, and then I hand it to the Wookiee.
If you go to the bar, it's gone already.
Okay, yeah, that figures.
Wait, insight. Can I roll insight? Does he employ Sandar though, or is this just like a little side thing? This isn't
Give me
like,
an
oh,
insight
he's
roll.
the employer.
And you still have my critical analysis if you need it, though you probably don't.
As far as I can tell, he doesn't work, or Sun doesn't work for him. When
Okay.
he mentioned about whoever's backing Sendar, um, you see him kind of have like a curious look on his face, like he wants to know who it is. He doesn't know who it is.
How much would you pay for us to get that information? That's the real question. Because we could probably like start rumors and stuff.
You say this out loud?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Starting rumors in Locke can be a dangerous opportunity.
What have you heard of lost civilizations around here?
Around here, there are some ruins that are on the planet.
What do you?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna look
a
over.
long time ago was some large statue with a face, some large figure of a statue, on its side, half buried.
Have I already been to that one?
Probably not.
Okay. Then you know about where it is?
I've been all over this planet looking for things on occasion. I have to go through some of my work. You bring me that reactor. I'll look for where this place was. But I definitely know it was on this planet.
Sounds good. Do you know anybody who might know more? I could go run to real quick, find out anything else. General direction. Maybe?
Offhand, no. Most people here don't care about ruins.
It's a shame.
It's all people that are dead or gone. Not gonna bother us anymore. Not gonna learn
They
anything
might
from
have
them.
left something behind. Oh, you can learn a lot from them, and I kind of tip my hat a little, and then I say, "Thank you for your time. We'll go find you a reactor." And I'll stand up, and I will.
If you need the
walk
coordinates,
away.
he pulls out a data
Yeah.
pad and pulls up the coordinates, and he shows it to all of you to if you want to copy the coordinates for this location.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll add
copy
it to my wristband.
Okay.
Han doesn't know how to do that. He's gonna go take a bathroom break.
Okay, Han Han.
We leave while he's in there, and then we start giggling right outside the front door.
I'm not gonna do that to Han Han.
Yeah, no.
I'll wait out here.
You're just gonna stand outside the
Hey,
bathroom. You're the bouncer for the bathroom.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
listen, my
listen.
friend's in there. It'll be a minute.
I'm gonna listen to any of the conversations in the bar. If they mention Sandar, I'll listen more, like, in depth. If anyone mentions Sandar inside the bar.
As you are making your way out of this place, you see someone that's at the bar just looking at all of you. Has a bit of blue skin, female, red eyes. There's a droid that is at her shoulder. She's wearing a bit of bluish metal armor. And she has at her side two, looks like vibra rapiers. And at her hip is a blaster pistol that is uniquely modified.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you who this is because she really just looks at all of you with a inquisitive look.
Nice.
I am a bounty hunter. Would I recognize this type of individual?
You will.
Okay.
Chiss.
very, very well
Yes.
known, is right here. And it is this woman who is a Mandalorian.
Dang.
Does go
Oh.
by the name of Zalissa.
Oh, I know her name.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's her name.
So I assume she's a well-renowned bounty hunter then, if I know her name.
Very, very brutal. She prefers to take things dead than alive. It's just too much space to take.
Mhm.
Take just identification is much easier.
Is she somebody that has to be told no disintegrations?
She'll disintegrate.
She ignores that.
She ignores that.
To collect the ashes.
Pretty much. As long as you got identification, kills them. She don't care.
Well, I guess no one else would know except for Vok, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But y'all know that she's looking at all of you very, very inquisitively. Her droid on her shoulder is bzz, 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 and the red eye is just focused each onto one of you.
We all
I-
noticed that she notices us.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Okay.
go over to the bartender and order one of those fire wines and send it to her.
Brave man. He gets it,
Kate
it.
smirks. He doesn't care.
gives it to Zalissa, and Zalissa takes it. She raises it to you, and she just
And I wait.
downs it in one go. The Deveronian next to her has been drinking it. Looks at her like, shit.
Yeah. That's 10 more credits.
Alright, Han Han comes out now. Psst.
okay.
I'm gonna order another fire wine.
What's going on? Are we leaving?
Alright, I'm not paying for your
Yeah.
next
Yeah, I know.
one.
Be careful with the Mandalorian.
The what?
Yeah, exactly. The what?
The chiss with the
The
droid.
what?
The
I think they're called chiss, right?
They're chiss.
That
Yeah.
species. Yeah.
A relatively rare species. Only two well known of them. One of them is, well, currently, does the stuff in the Outer Rim territory.
Grand
Han Han's
Admiral.
gonna make his way towards the exit, because
Yeah.
it seems to be the consensus.
Yeah.
As y'all walk
I'm
by,
gonna walk on
she
the
kind of
outside
turns
of
around,
her.
watches you walk by, Han Han.
Okay.
Watches you, Takari's walk by.
Okay.
Good afternoon, lady.
She ignores
I give
you.
a salute to Zalisa, and I say Zalisa, and then just kind of walk past her.
You mentioned her name.
I nod and kind of smirk knowingly, and we just walk out of the place.
I'll be seeing you.
That's not good.
And she goes back to the bar and starts drinking some more. She does ask for another Deveroni fire wine.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one that threw that thermal detonator.
I buy it.
yeah, I was like, that's when I knew I had to leave.
So,
All right. So what's the plan, guys? We're gonna go mess with Sandor, or are we gonna go try to leave town where we're no longer protected from bounty hunters?
Yeah, let's take care of Sandar real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I would
There's no
prefer
reason
not
to go on guns blazing, but just make our
Well,
point clear.
shouldn't we deal with the job first? Get our hyperdrive fixed and all
The
that.
job
we have to
involves her chasing us down and killing us in cold blood.
It involves 10 clicks march east, I believe.
No, we'll just take the ship.
Oh,
10
okay.
clicks, please.
Yeah, we'll take the ship. We're not. I ain't walking. There's lava.
How far is 10 clicks? I forgot.
offhand.
It's a kilometer?
quick.
I don't know.
I think it's like, is it a kilometer?
I
I
don't
think
know.
essentially, to make it easy, we're round down to half a mile. So, 5 miles.
Yeah, I don't think we need, like, we just need, like, some speeders or something.
Well, we need to find something that can move it out, but we could also take the ship.
Yeah,
and
and we don't
landed
need the
out there.
hyperdrive for the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go 5 miles, and if we
It's like
go,
it's about 2/3 of a mile.
and also it might
0.62.
be nice to have extra guns. You know what I'm saying? In case there's something there, we could just
Alright.
take them out.
We'll go back to. We'll deal with Sandar last in case we cause too
Or
much
I mean,
trouble.
we could walk. I guess it's only 5 miles next to lava.
Well, you're gonna have to
in the
take a
desert.
speeder. I mean, to take the reactor back after time, you have to have at least some type of cargo vessel. So either
And
a personal
he was
sled
saying
or
there's
the
one
ship.
there, right?
Yeah, if we don't take
Oh,
care
can
of
the ship
Sandar now,
carry
he's
it?
definitely gonna mess with our ship while we're gone.
Yeah. Let's go
Okay,
mess
wait.
with Sandar.
Yeah.
This is gonna end so poorly for somebody. And it
Hopefully
ain't
for
gonna be
Sandar.
me.
As you go to the building towards you where Sandar is, the building itself it looks like a standard structure. The doors are closed right now. No windows in this building as well. But you do see that there is a small mark on the top right of the door. Looks like a small bone that is in two concurrent lines at an angle.
Small bone, 2 concurrent lines. So he's asleep right now, correct?
Maybe.
Or is that a fair assumption?
Could be.
All right.
Anon will
thermal
climb to
detonator?
the roof. Is there any is it just kind of like a standard rooftop, all blocked?
One thing you notice is that there's some ventilation that is a little bit unusual, and it's actually reinforced, the roof.
Okay.
How's the
Okay.
door? Is it
I'm
locked?
gonna inspect this ventilation, see if there's anything unusual about it, or how big it is, perhaps.
It's emitting
He's
a
just gonna stand
lot of
back
heat,
and let everybody do their job.
Uh,
which
Okay.
means they're cooling the interior
yeah, yeah.
much more than normal. And yes, the
Okay,
front door
yeah.
is locked.
Can I pick it?
You can definitely try.
All right. I would like to.
Are there any like trap checks or anything that you can do?
Perception.
19. I've already opened the door. If there's a trap,
The
it's
door
gonna go
unlocks.
off.
No trap
It
goes off.
in.
Alarm?
No. The door
Okay.
opens up, and you see what you would expect to be an actual interior of a house, but you see what looks like a actual warehouse with stairs that go down. And you essentially see this building right here. And as you look, you see Sendar is there talking with another individual. One smoking a bit of a death stick. You see Sendar. Or Sendar. Just by... Well, one might be. I can't tell which one is actually which. But there's only two individuals. And the door opens up, and they kind of look up, and you would be essentially over here.
Okay.
So I'll put you all in here right now.
Do we have time to get out of sight?
Probably not. We opened a door.
Open the door.
Yeah.
They see you.
Psst.
Okay.
I'm behind everybody.
Oh, this is unusual. People just walking in uninvited.
You're the one putting droids on our ship uninvited?
So that's where that one went. Yes, I did.
Alright.
And it's this one right here that is talking. I'll change his name real quick.
Well, wait. Was the thing wasn't damaged, right? The life support. It didn't get the chance to, or it did?
No, it didn't harm anything on our ship.
Hmm.
But you don't know that. Neither
Yeah.
do I.
Yeah, I know. Neither
All I
of
know
us.
is
I
that
told
there
you
was one
that.
Oh, you would have said that? I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, we set the droid. Just gonna do a bit of a ploy, which, well, it caused me to lose a droid.
Our ship is under the protection of the Hutts.
You're on lock, friend. Nim controls lock. Not any Huts. Not that fat bastard on Tatooine.
Oscar gave us permission to kill you. How do you want to handle this?
You see him put down some Bazak cards, playing Bazak with the other individual here.
Whatever
You
you
come
do,
in
don't
here.
destroy those cards.
You come in here, threaten just to kill me. I've been in and out of Locke's security, their people, arrested plenty of times and freed plenty of times. Tell me, do you think it's wise to go ahead and try something a bit dangerous? You have
Absolutely
no
not. But
idea the strings that go through Locke's stronghold.
You're cute. Back off.
Intimidation.
Okay.
Before you roll that, don't roll it yet. I'm curious.
Okay.
We're gonna go into a skill thing here. What do you do if anything here, Cade?
I was just gonna say, don't kill him. If we kill him, I want his Pazak cards because his deck's probably better than mine. But I just kind of stand back and I'm going to watch and see because a guy like this doesn't just have one person with him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he has this guy right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is a guy like this that has a bunch of droids is probably going to send a bunch of droids after us. So I'm kind of looking around. Where are his like droid stores? You know what I'm saying? Because I
Give me a
have this
perception roll.
new emitter. I have this new emitter that I could just go and that would make us even in my eyes. Perception, you said. Perception. Yeah,
No.
2.
Too bad I got inspiration to use. You can't see if there's anything else hiding, whatnot.
I'll grab the emitter anyway and just have it in one hand and be like, yep, I'm ready.
Han,
I'm
do you
gonna
say
take
anything?
a look at. Okay.
Oh, sorry. All right, Han, what do you say? Do anything?
Did anybody check to see if there was surveillance, like cameras?
No, we did not.
You
No.
can right now if you want to. Give me a perception
I
roll.
will look for
Is
that
it
right
locked?
now. Oh, that's performance, not perception.
Camera,
we go.
camera.
Bloop.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
I
then.
also can't see. All right.
I'm gonna look over to that guard that he has. See if he's trying to reach over for his gun or anything.
No,
or-
I mean, there's one there next to him on the table. So, I mean, if things go up, it's going to happen very, very fast. But do you see it? Do you say or do anything here action-wise, either with talking to Sando or looking around like everyone else is doing? What do you do here, Takar?
Nah, I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, I was gonna observe, see this guard if he was gonna do anything.
Okay, for observe, give me a perception roll as well.
Yeah,
Also
all of
don't
our
see.
rolls
All of
have
them.
fallen to the
All right,
ground.
but they seem very calm right now. All right, now for you, Vok, give me a intimidation roll.
Do I get advantage for name dropping the Hutts?
No.
Okay.
On this planet, you can tell this place is really owned by Nim.
Mhm.
This one guy owns this planet. He don't care about Hutts right at the moment. Even though he's close to Tatooine, he's not scared by the Hutts. Now, let's see if they know you. We're gonna go with that reputation again. So roll me D10.
Alright. Oh, that is that's
Sorry,
the
sorry.
right
Let's roll a D20. Apologies.
one. Oh,
Sorry, I meant a D20.
2.
Nah. Let's roll a D20.
All right.
A 2 would be bad anyways, so. That same damn thing.
Oh,
Alright. We'll go with it. So he also doesn't know who you are. tell you what. I'll leave you alone permanently if you pay me for the droid you destroyed. Obviously, you have a bit of, well, don't know about some of you, but you at least like you have a look of a fighter about yourself. I just wanted to have finished my Pazak game. Pay the droid. I'll leave you alone.
I don't.
Right.
I wouldn't be willing to pay for the droid, but go ahead. Yeah, ask.
Just gonna run you 1,000 credits.
Dakar's gonna laugh.
Cade is going to whisper to Vok because he's right in front of him. Just put a blaster bolt in his skull. Just do it. Just do it. I'm like the little devil on his shoulders. I'm not paying him. I can't stand it. What the worst case scenario? We're stuck here forever.
Question. The small bone in the concurrent lines. Who are you with?
If you had to ask that question, you're really in over your head.
Oh, let's find out. I take my blaster rifle off my shoulder.
And that, for our next game, would trigger initiative.
Okay, gotcha.
Sweet.
So we'll open up combat for next game.
Awesome.
Ooh. And we get another person too, right?
We should. Maybe he's locked up here. We'll see.
He's the dude
Yeah.
playing Pazak with Santa.
That'd be interesting. Double cross!
This is a consular Jedi with
The guy's a consular just the whole time.
It's just like I'm
That's
old.
why he's winning.
Yep. I read your mind.
Uh,
I still
could
need to
force
sit down
whisper
and
him.
talk to Han Han about telepathy.